Sports Encyclopedia. You ask Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
he's. Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you. Coach JB Show.
Yeah, it's Free Game Friday. We are in the building. Make sure you pound that like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one, and head on over to BetUS and subscribe today and use our promo code CoachJB. So I want to make sure we're diving into this the right way. It's Free Game Friday. We got a loaded lineup. Big Matt will join us soon. We might talk some ball, show some football, some Eagles D, some Chiefs O, vice versa. Talk these referees with him, and then we got Shaun King joining us as well. Talk some QB matchup play. So we're gonna dive into all those things. So pound that like, subscribe, and like I said, come on over to the other channel, Slap Nation, as Mondays Bailey and I will be breaking down all things LA, Rams, Chargers, UCLA, USC as they get ready for spring ball. And all those things. So appreciate you all joining us on the Free Game Friday. Another week, another day, another dollar, man. And it's on the Realest Show on Planet ERF. Let's pound that like and subscribe. The Ravens kicker, Justin Tucker, has been accused of a SA by 6 massage therapists. Little to no outrage from the sports media on the mainstream media platforms. I haven't heard anything from ESPN. I haven't heard anything from any mainstream media about this. It's on Twitter here and there. There's funny memes out there. You know, AB gets involved. Anytime he gets involved and starts making shit, then you know it's something to look at. But I haven't seen the outrage. I'm just asking, especially from the weirdo fucks, I like to call them, who bashed Harrison Butker. There's no round-the-clock coverage from sports media saying how awful and anti-woman Tucker is. Remember, anti-woman is the key that y'all used against Harrison Butker when he did what he did and said what he said. I just want to be clear. He is accused, Justin Tucker is accused of 6 different allegations of assault against women. And there's been no around-the-clock coverage. But Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker says that being a mother is more fulfilling than pursuing a corporate career. And then he talks about how much he loves and thanks his wife. But he gets fucking weeks of outrage and coverage from weirdo Karens and Kens, along with certain sports media platforms calling him a misogynistic and hateful human. But he turned it and flipped it and said, fuck it. I'll sell more jerseys than anyone. Make it make sense, but what do I know? What I do know is my main man, Big Smitty, the Far East Sider, 317, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, and Caitlin Clark jocking. Main man, Big Smitty, joins us on this Free Game Friday.
Yeah, we live right now. Is my music here? Okay. I ain't hear my music for real. Okay, we there. What's going on?
I'll be like struggling from the living room. It's just like it's been like sitting.
Stop complaining about it. You know the situation. I can't be loud this early in the morning in the room because the bedroom is stacked between two bedrooms and it's thin, and they hear it and they complain. So this was gonna be. It is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with it. You got my voice. You got my energy. I can be louder out here because there's no bedroom up and downstairs from where I'm at. I'm on top and below living rooms. They're not in their living rooms because they sleep. So we good to go. Unless you want to change the time to make this a nighttime show, which you don't want to do, then you can stop complaining about it. I'm here live, and this is what it's going to be. I got T-Mo, Jay Stizzy, T Mixum, Kobe, TJ Too Nasty, Il Bill, CBR Seaman, Jared M, and Danny Sanchez all here in the chat. It's Free Game Friday, homie.
I never heard of them guys.
Well, they're here.
So
They're here. They're new members.
I never heard of them. Smitty, what's your take with this Justin Tucker? I'm going to make a documentary. I'm going to come out with a new documentary. I'm in talks with Netflix about it. I'm going to see if Smitty can produce it and be in it. Would you like to be in it?
What's the documentary about?
What?
What's the documentary about?
No, I'm just asking you. I mean, Netflix going to do it. Are you down to do it?
On Netflix, respectfully, like you see, you are you're the type of dude that loves being around the big name stars and big name brands, and like me, like Netflix don't move me. What's the money? What's the production? What's the concept? Like when I do something, I gotta be passionate about it. I don't just do shit just to do it because of a name. Netflix, you want to join? That didn't do nothing to me. If I was last chance shoe head coach, I want to put my shit on Netflix. I care about my team more than Netflix. But that's just me. What do I know?
You know damn well I'm the least motherfucker that want to be around anybody. But anyway, so if I said, hey, I got a certain amount, I got $1 million for you. I mean, you down?
Yeah.
Let's do it. The name of the documentary is called Justin Tucker Story Untucked.
Oh, okay. Let's dive into it. Don't move to the side. Don't move. We ain't doing that yet. That wasn't the one, homie. Come back on camera, homie. Come back on camera. That wasn't the one.
It's called Untucked. He untucks his shit. it's him, Deshaun Watson, and Robert Kraft. They're starring in it. That's the thumbnail.
AI is crazy as hell, man. That shit gets
I made this myself. There's no AI.
Oh, you made it.
I made this, yeah.
How'd you make it?
On Adobe.
Adobe what?
Huh?
Adobe what?
I made all these, homie, this morning.
I know. I said on what? You said Adobe. I said Adobe what?
Adobe, homie, first time. Let's dive into it, man. I got a lot to talk about because here's the issue I got. It's going to be called Untucked. Special guest appearances by Diddy. And it's going to be filmed on Epstein Island. And anyway, no, I'm not going to give away too much. But Robert Kraft walks in. He got some Thai bitches. And he talks about how they're the best bitches to give the massages. And then Deshaun comes in. He's got his 50 bitches that's accused him of having micro penis. And then Justin Tucker comes in. And then he just kicks the ball through the upright, homie. And we figure this thing out. And we come to a climax. No pun intended. So, having said that, that's kind of in the nutshell of the show Untucked. You down for that?
It sounds. I mean, you said $1 million?
Yeah.
Shit, fuck it. It's $1 million.
Smitty's a true content creator. He don't give a fuck. Yeah, I can say all kinds of shit. This motherfucker untucked his balls between his ass and yeah, it don't matter. I'm just doing the production for $1 million. Fuck it. So, Smitty came in here with all high and mighty. Depends on what it is. $1 million. Fuck it. What is it?
That everything, homie. We all got a number, homie. We all got a number, but yeah, man. This I guess on a serious note, just read through this, man. It sounds crazy. Just some of the allegations that they're throwing at Justin Tucker. But in response to your opening statement, JB, I mean, trying to throw some context. Being somebody who works for one of those large networks don't immediately typically talk about stuff like this until there's more information that comes out. I remember the Deshaun Watson case. We didn't touch it for a while. Like, it was like, let's wait and let's hear things out, because as you and I both know, you probably know more than me, being a coach, a lot of players get accused of a lot of stuff, and it don't mean they always did it. You know, I mean, I even think about the punter, what was his name? Matt Ariza, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm glad you brought it up, because ESPN had him on day one, homie. I'm glad you brought that name up, because ESPN threw him under the bus day one. That's what I'll make sure.
I got you. Well, over at Fox, I know we didn't. So, like, again, I don't know what that other network does. That's why I don't really watch them or really rock with them at all. But on our network, we typically don't do that. We typically wait until you get more information, because it's a slippery slope to talk about something so serious and so egregious and go hard at somebody and you don't know the information. And then you fast forward, using Matt Ariza as the example, and he gets free from all accusations, and he's back in the league playing. So now you look stupid speaking on somebody and tearing them down when it was just accusations. So right now it's literally been 24 hours, if that. Let's hear his side. So Justin Tucker put out a long comment statement saying this is completely untrue. Obviously he's gonna, you can say he's gonna say that, but I'm saying there's two sides to a story. There's really three sides to a story: his side, the girl's side, and the truth. So as time goes, we'll find out. But I'm not gonna blast the networks for not going all in on Justin Tucker right now and comparing that to the Chiefs punter situation, because that's, to me, that's apples and oranges. That's a completely different situation. His comments he made, at the university, that's something that you can immediately respond to without, like, you don't need more information. You heard what he said. It's the beginning, a middle, and end. The statement was done. You can immediately respond. There's no serious allegations tied to it or whatever. Like, there's nothing to be hesitant about. You hear it and give your opinion. This right here, this is some serious. This is some stuff where this motherfucker end up in jail. This is different level to where you need to be a little bit more sensitive with this comparison to something else where it's just an opinion. So that's why I disagree with you. Everything all right?
Hold on.
What happened?
Damn, my shit went out.
Damn.
Yeah, here's the issue. So are you going to come out, though, on the other side of on the flip coin of this, though, and defend Harrison Butker then?
No, I'm not, because I don't agree with what he said. But
that's what I'm saying, though. It can't be both, homie. Like, we can't pick and choose.
No. What do you mean by that?
I get into legality. I get that. I've had those situations. I've been accused. Right. I understand the legality of it. It doesn't mean anything. Mainstream media now, the number one source is Twitter. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody is on Twitter now. Social media making an opinion. Cam Newton's going viral about 30 opinions right now. Everybody has a take. All my monologue was to start the show was, why don't I hear from all the people bashing Harrison Butker doing the same thing on social media and all these other platforms? I don't see it. All I saw on ESPN was a ticker. Justin Tucker accused of blah, blah, blah. When Butker did it, and I get the legality side, but
right, though. Like, what I just said is the answer. That's the real answer. I know maybe it's not sexy, it's not entertaining.
But Deshaun Watson got accused. Homie, Deshaun Watson got accused. Stephen A. went on the air, and they had a full-on conversation day one. You can still discuss it. It doesn't mean you're saying, I know he did it. Now, if you do that, then you're libelous and you can be sued. ESPN can report the news without saying facts, evidence, or anything else. They could say, here's my opinion on this. They did it with Deshaun Watson, homie. I don't understand what the difference is. That's the only point I'm making. You can do it for certain guys, but not for certain guys. That's what I'm trying to say. They had Harrison Butker out there who was fucking blasting his ass out, trying to get women's rights people and all kind of shit, activists. Where's the women at for this, though?
I think the best comparison is Deshaun right now. I think that's so if you're saying they went at Deshaun, again, I don't watch ESPN, so I don't know what they did. I'm just listening to your word. You're telling me day one. No. You're saying they went at him after the story came out. If that's the case, then hey, you're right. If that's what they do at ESPN, then they should keep it consistent and do the same thing with Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker is not a comparison to Harrison Butker. That's not a good comparison. I'm just being honest with you.
But you're comparing allegations with Deshaun Watson. I'm not. That's not what I started the show off. I'm not comparing allegations. We'll dive into that. You and I will. I'm talking about I'm discussing the fact that the public opinion, which is now what everybody on social media, everybody that has a platform, the public opinion was so strong against Harrison Butker about a comment he made about his wife or wives versus the public opinion where the women lie. I want to know where the women are that came out and bashed Harrison Butker, and where are you at that are bashing this man? I haven't seen anywhere close to the public outcry of fuck this guy, he's a misogynist. This guy's accused of a thing that you and I despise.
Right.
You and I can say, oh, Harrison Butker, fuck you for being misogynistic or whatever. But he didn't do anything that we're going to be like, oh, this motherfucker hit his girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's words. This is an accusation, homie, that a guy like Matt Ariza, we can say what we want to say and all that, and you threw it on. You kind of just eloquently said, well, he got his job back. He missed a year and a half of money. Yeah. And his name got drugged through the mud. I wouldn't let that shit go if I'm Matt Ariza. He got lied about, homie, by another woman. So did Mason, or what's his name? Bueller, or what's the guy, the Dodger pitcher. And all these other guys. Women can do it. And I'm not here to bash women because I know that I know
sometimes
kids.
It's true, right? Sometimes it's true. It's slippery. It's on a slippery slope.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But nothing happens.
I think it's smart to be like, let me sit back and just see how this shit play out.
But here's the thing: nothing happens to the woman, though.
I'm not gonna say the women are lying or just the Tucker. Nobody knows. So it's like we don't know nothing at all. We can have a conversation and just be like, I guess you say, well, if he did do it or if she did do it, but that's there's no substance in my opinion behind it.
Here's the thing though. When Ben Roethlisberger had this accusation and Kobe Bryant was going back and forth to Denver during a fucking playoff run, was going on helicopter rides back and forth to play in their games. You imagine that happening now? Fuck no. He's in a court case in Denver, flies back to Staples, plays the game that night, goes back to Denver. That was the number one media covered thing ever. Like ever in LA history, but other than OJ.
Best player in the game getting accused of R.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the same. Yeah, but the same allegation though.
Yeah, but that's the best player in the game though.
Well, it don't matter. To your logic though, you can't cover it.
I hear you, but I'm saying people matter too. Like there's outliers. I'm just saying there's outliers. If LeBron James got accused of the R word,
that's not what your argument was.
About this, his name is so big. So there's outliers in every sport, of course.
But that's not your take though. Your take
outliers. I know it's not my take. I'm saying there's outliers though. I still believe they shouldn't. But I'm saying if you're a media platform and somebody like a LeBron or Kobe, their name is so damn big that it transcends media, that you're gonna make different rules for a name like that.
You can't change a rule for legality.
I'm just saying what it is, though. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what it would be being in this space for 7 years.
That's fine. But that has nothing to do with legalities if you can't cover it. You said you can't cover it because you don't know if you're right or wrong. It doesn't matter about the name. The legality of it is I can still take repercussion in lawsuit for defamation. For a defamation case.
Let me be clear. With my take, I'm not speaking so much on legalities from a standpoint of like the analysts are worried about getting part of the lawsuit, getting in trouble. I'm just saying that they don't want to look stupid by being accusatory on either side this early in the situation when we literally all we have is a accusation. I go to Twitter right now and say Jason Brown disrespecting me. He did this, that, and third. And it would be crazy for everybody just to completely 100% just bash you and go in without hearing no other evidence, no other side. To me, that don't make sense. But to your point, I don't watch ESPN. If what you're saying is true, and if they went at Deshaun Watson 24 hours after this and they all went in, then the same thing should be true with Justin Tucker. If that is the case, I'm just telling you that from my experience on the side of the network that I'm at, typically, from my 7 years of experience, they do not go in on topics like this immediately. They let shit play out, figure out more information, then they go in a little deeper in. So that to me, that's why again, the Harrison Butker situation and any situation even similar to that, it's just an opinion that he had. There's a beginning, there's an end. We have all the information. We saw it, we heard it. There's no legal. There's nothing to be sensitive about. So you're going to go all the way in because you can go all the way in on his opinion. This right here is not an opinion. So it's like I'm like, what are you exactly? I guess what are you expecting the media to do? To go in here and just say,
I think you're
misogynist. He's a horrible man. Like, but
yeah,
that'd be idiotic though.
Not really. Because I think you're being hypocritical and you're defending a bunch of hypocritical media outlets too. Because at the end of the day, it's all we do, Smitty. You, me, Marcellus, Whitlock, we look stupid at times when we say the wrong shit. That's what we do. This is literally what we do. Cam Newton looks stupid right now because he comes out and says things out on a limb pre-game, pre-emptive strikes. We talk about it on this show all the time. We do it all the time. So do all the networks. What are you talking about? Now all of a sudden you can't do it?
For a game, yeah. Hey, I think Lamar Jackson's going to run for 4 touchdowns. Okay.
No.
That's a lot different than saying
Smitty,
word 6 therapists and he's a horrible person. Come on, bro. Let's think through what we're talking about.
We cover allegations all the time on this show. Everyone does. We cover this shit all the time. Anytime we get something like this that happens, we cover it.
Our show, we don't have no rules on this show, JB. This is your show, and we do all type of stuff on this show. So I don't think our show is the best example to use as a foundation.
I'm just saying in general, but we're talking about what we saw on a show. Like all the shows discuss it. It's not just our show. They might not do it to our level. I agree with you. I'm saying to our show though is still to me, it's contradictory on what they claim they are, their mission statements, and what they actually say. To me, they're hypocritical all day when they talk about Ben Roethlisberger, to Matt Ariza, to Deshaun Watson, to Kobe Bryant, to all these different people. And guess what? The common denominator is all of them found innocent. How's that not hypocritical, homie? They can discuss it but then all of them are found innocent. What's the difference? They still bring it up. So everybody's going to bring it up in some facet or shape or form. So I don't know if
I'm sure this will get brought up. I'll put it like that. I just think it hadn't got brought up as quick as you wanted to, but trust me, it'll get brought up.
The reason that to tie this all into a bow at the end of the day, the reason I brought up what I said in the beginning was because this is just the WNBA argument that we had on this show a year ago when the women bitch and moan about not having the support at WNBA games, but they're the ones literally not supporting it versus the women's soccer guys that came out. Remember they wanted the money and the same money and all that. And you actually defended the men. You were like, there's no way you're going to get the same money as the men that draw the ticket sales and the money and the revenue and the crowd. It's the same thing though. I just want the women that defend this side to defend this side. You're still a woman who's being, let's say, quote unquote, allegedly assaulted in some facets. I want to know where the women defense is for the women that have alleged against Harrison Butker and Justin Tucker. Where are the women defending both sides? You're still a woman, homie. I don't understand why that's not discussed more. That's, I guess, in a nutshell, that's kind of what I want to know. I want to know where the women are that actually have had women get accused or get hurt. I don't want to, I despise a motherfucker that hits a woman or does any of this SA stuff and all that to a woman. And I'm trying to figure out why aren't the women being the same? Aren't you still women with vaginas who produce kids, have babies, and protect each other? That's what you all say. But then when this happens, you don't defend yourselves. I don't understand that part. That's all I was trying to say. It was so easy and quick to jump out on some comments about a personal opinion of somebody. But when allegations come out is the problem that I have. I haven't seen it. That's all. And I'm talking about mass, global, Twitter, Instagram. I'm just talking about everything. So that's all I'm saying.
I hear you. I don't think we'll find a middle ground this topic. I just see it differently than you. I think those are just completely different things to where I'm not saying it twice. I ain't gonna say it again. I just
So fairness to you, you can't remove yourself from your network right now. And even if you could, I don't know if
this ain't got nothing to do with Fox. I swear to God, it don't. I could be if I wasn't at Fox, I would have the same exact answer because I swear to God, I'm not being. I'm just saying it literally just don't make sense to me in my brain. The comparison that you're making, I just think talking on the punter, I can't forget his name, on Harrison Butker's topic is way easier to talk about because it's just an opinion. It's just like somebody says something, we watch it, we react to it. That's what we all do. But someone gets accused of SA 24 hours later. That I kind of gotta like, whoa, let me make sure. Like I gotta like that's something that's
we cover it all the time.
That's heavy. Like that's not just some shit to just loosey goosey just go free and talk about. Like that's irresponsible. Again, some people might do it, but that's irresponsible journalism, irresponsible analysts, whatever, to just go loosey goosey talk about something so serious and egregious 24 hours afterwards without being able to even hear the other side. Compared to there's no other side. Harrison Butker made his opinion. This women be excited about graduating, and I'm sure you're excited about your future, but you should be more excited to be a wife and to be able to cook for your man. Do it. That's his opinion. Cool. We heard it. You either agree. Some people agreed and they loved it. Some people hate it, and that's what we always do. Like I don't.
But the only thing would be egregious is if you came out and said Harrison Butker did it, Justin Tucker did it. If you said that on ESPN, then you're egregious. Even though you're still protected by freedom of press. So I don't care what it is. I tried to sue the press. You can't. So you're still going to be covered. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But that would be egregious. Defamation lawsuit. Justin Tucker did it, Smitty. Now, if you said that, having an opinion and discussion has nothing to do with it. We see it every day about everybody. Everybody had a Deshaun Watson topic discussion that day, the next day. Everybody. Every network. So what's the difference? There's no difference, homie. You can talk about it. Like, the mainstream media
I just don't recall everybody talking about Deshaun Watson on my network the next day. I can't speak on ESPN.
Shit. I remember he was everywhere. I know that.
I know for a fact we didn't, but there's other reasons behind why our show didn't. I'll keep that to myself. But like, I don't think the herd. I swear to God, I'm not just saying that. I really don't recall them the next day going in on this. I don't. But yeah, I'm completely wrong.
I'm asking you a real question because you know better than me, and I don't know. I'm not fucking around. I don't know. Isn't this why Herd and Stephen A. and these other guys go do their own private podcast unattached, even though it's, and then they go out and say it on their podcast, though.
Yeah, because
that's crazy. Back in the day, you couldn't do that, and you'd be fired at ESPN if Stephen A. went out on his own thing. Nowadays, you have the freedom of speech. All of a sudden, freedom of speech kicks in. Now, I hope you're getting my point here. Freedom of speech, I thought was freedom of speech. So now I can go on a podcast representing ESPN as Stephen A., talk about Deshaun Watson in full totality and break the whole thing down, then go on ESPN the next morning and say, allegedly, this is what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean, yeah.
One thing protected, like back in the day, Matt used to smoke weed, everybody knew it. But then he went on ESPN, couldn't do it. Then later on, he comes out all the smoke, and everyone knows it, and that didn't last very long, but still, back in the day, let's go 5-10 years ago, they would never have allowed Matt Barnes on ESPN to talk basketball when he's known to smoke and be an advocate for weed. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Nowadays, what's the difference is my question to you. That's all I'm asking. What is the difference if I go out? So like, here's what head coaches do, football coaches, college coaches, etc. If they're like an extreme right-wing guy, extreme left-wing guy, what they do on their Twitter now is, my political thoughts and beliefs have nothing to do with the University of Alabama.
Yeah. To protect themselves.
And dog, it's so stupid to me. Like, is this not the same motherfucker? So, but here's the cool part. There's the part. But I can recruit the same motherfucker as this human on my Twitter, though.
Right.
I can recruit Darnell Smith all goddamn day, but it's just but it says, my political beliefs have nothing to do with the University of Alabama. And then I go to Alabama and I address my fucking team, and I'm talking about, let's just say, man, did you watch the Trump inauguration?
Right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it makes zero sense. It's the dumbest shit. I thought freedom of speech was freedom of fucking speech. I didn't know that I had to fucking put disclaimers out on social media. That's how stupid it all sounds to me.
Maybe freedom of speech has always been freedom of speech, but it's not freedom of consequences and repercussions. It's always been that. Like, I can't go to my job. I could go to my job right now and go to my boss, but hey, fuck you. I can do that. I can legally do that, but I shouldn't be surprised if I get fired though. Like it's always been that, regardless.
But listen, here's the thing, though.
That's extreme. I'm just,
That's not what freedom of speech was intended. That's not what the legislation of freedom of speech says. Because, freedom of speech I cuss out a cop all day. I used to cuss cops out all day long.
I know you did, yeah.
No, but I'm saying they couldn't do shit to me. Nowadays, though, I know brothers that used to talk shit. Like you could fuck with us all day. You already did that by pulling us over, Smitty. Mm-hmm. You already did that by pulling us over. Now, if you don't have nothing on me, I'm motherfucking you all day long. So I'm just saying, I get the repercussion side, but freedom of speech, though, didn't have a disclaimer on it. Oh, well, you can't go to your job in 1877 and tell George Washington to fuck off. Like, that wasn't in there, homie. Like, none of that shit was in there. So basically what you're saying is, you wouldn't recommend it, but knowing there would be some fucking repercussions. So, I mean, I get it. I understand it, but that's not what freedom of speech. Freedom of speech should be freedom of speech. But you sign a contract, Smitty, that's detrimental to your job or detrimental to the team or conduct ethics. There used to be ethic conduct codes that were in place at administrative levels for educators, teachers, all those things. Those are all under your contract. But what I'm saying is this disclaimer has released you, and then so you act one way at school A and then go home on Twitter and just start bashing Donald Trump and then go back to school the next day and you're okay because your disclaimer cleared you. But if you go to school and talk shit about Kamala, you could be fired. See what I'm saying? It makes no sense is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just hate the fact that we're so fucking hypocritical. That's all. And I mean in life, but let's get to the quote of the day, Smitty.
Good discussion.
Brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you head on over there and Smitty will break down the percentage and the bonus.
Yeah, man, listen, you can bet up to $2,000 and get up to 150% welcome bonus, plus insurance, plus protection, all that. All you got to do is use Coach JB when you go in there, man. Tell them I sent you, Big Smitty sent you, and JB sent you. But what we got for quote of the day? It's Friday. I need a good one.
I don't know. I'm just going to wing it. Beautiful moments have a short time period. Beautiful moments have a very, very, very short time period, Smitty. Quote of the day. You don't understand how quick and fast beautiful moments happen, come, and go. I don't think you guys realize that in life every day. You see something like, how long can you just stare at something you like, Smitty? A bit, sunset, sunrise, waves, trees. Look at LA, Pacific Palisades, one of the most beautiful places in the country. Gone. Beautiful moments have a very short time period in the thick of things if you really look at it. That's the quote of the day, Smitty.
Top 350. You was lazy on that one.
What's hot?
Top
what?
350. I got it at 348. You was lazy.
We had that 348. So you know what 349 and 347 is.
Yeah. But it's
what are they?
Same. I got it on my little list, but I put it at 348, bro. Let's go to the contrary to belief. Hopefully, you put a little more time into this than you did before. Disappointed.
Contrary to belief. Brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over to Prize Picks. Use a promo code Coach JB. But if they don't pay me, we won't have Prize Picks either, so I won't be saying this ad read no more. So believe. Make sure you heard me. Contrary to belief. Make sure you never need me again, Smitty, before you do me wrong.
That was solid. You bounced back on that one like a trampoline. You bounced back on that one. That was pretty good.
Make sure you
never need me.
Make sure you never need me. I mean, I've been saying that for years, though. Make sure you never need me, motherfucker, before you do me wrong.
I don't burn bridges, homie. I don't burn bridges.
I burn bridges.
See, you different.
Every time behind me, I burn that motherfucker because I don't want to go back anyway. So I burn that bitch down.
I'm not about going back. It just maybe you met somebody in 07 that's going to change your life in 2025. You don't know what it is. I could have burnt the bridge when I met you at officially at Marcel's wife's birthday party on the rooftop. I could have burnt the bridge. This will never happen. You know what I'm saying? So you never know who you coming across and what. At that moment, I had no idea I was going to do a fucking 3-hour show with you every single day. And look
I did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That was a year before this started, homie.
No matter, homie. I knew.
How'd you know, homie?
Here's what I know. Because I take controversial cats. I take cats I don't like you, and I put them on a show together with me, and it'll blow up. I know. I don't care. See, I don't have personal feelings involved in any of this. It's business. We're trying to blow up, try to get this thing 7-figure deal. Both of us, 8-figure, and then you and I don't need to do shit. We don't like each other. You Kamala, I'm Trump. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all business.
This shit constant for me. We don't like each other. When I go to his house, it's out of spite.
Anything you do, I don't like farmer's market. I don't like any of the food you eat. None of that shit.
I don't like dogs. I don't like hair in my food. I don't like not washing my hands. I don't like none of that.
Water. Yeah. You don't like water, dogs.
I don't like cigar all over my clothes. I don't like none of that stuff.
You just tolerate it. See, like me, I just tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? Poll question, Smitty. This is not really a fuck. I wanted to just get one to just fucking fight, but I don't have no fighter energy. Fuck! I didn't go to the store and get it. Poll question, Smitty. Who has the best chance to win Super Bowl MVP?
Super Bowl MVP. The easy answer is Patrick Mahomes. The second easiest answer is Saquon Barkley. But the best answer is Jalen Hurts. He has the best opportunity to do it. Why? He has the ability to both run and throw the ball. We've seen him 2 years ago perform at an extremely high level in the Super Bowl. If the Eagles would have won that game, he would have, without question, been a Super Bowl MVP. Everybody is questioning if he has it in him to do it again. He's been getting questioned all playoff long by people like myself and other people in the media, saying that he's not really that good. He's average. He's a bus rider, not a bus driver. So all the odds are against him, and I don't think no one's really expecting him to win MVP. So I think he has the best chance because if he can really go out here and be the difference. Because I think we all believe, like, if Jalen Hurts go out here and play well in this Super Bowl, they're probably they have a really good chance of winning this game. It's kind of on him. So that's why I think he has the best chance, because Saquon gonna be Saquon, at least to some degree. I'm not saying he'll get 200 yards, but I think he'll still flirt with 100. The Eagles defense gonna do his thing. O-line gonna be there. So I think what it comes down to is, can Jalen Hurts make the timely throws in the biggest moment? So I'm going with Hurts.
Fuck. I don't think he'll win it, but I agree. So next topic. I don't have nothing else to say.
You agree with Big Smitty?
Well, I'm saying he's the only one. He's the only outlier left.
I'm a bad boy.
I don't think he's
right there. Like y'all understand? JB hates when we agree. It's very, very rare. He hates it, especially to start a show off. He's never. Think about all y'all fans who've been there for years. When has JB just been speechless? Like, tell me in the chat. Tell me a time when JB just couldn't say shit. Jesse B Gaming said, "I don't like these two, but I watch every day." There you go. That goes to our earlier point. Like, take emotions out of it.
I read that in such a way, like, it was funny as fuck. Like, it was just like, he was just a random, like, I don't like these guys, but I'm here every day.
See, Josh Pele, my Uso said hardly ever, real talk. They saying like you ain't never speechless, homie. So the fact that you speechless, I based it everything that you believe. I read your mind and just spit it out just now. I'm a bad boy.
I can flip it real quick and make this. Homie. I'm a lawyer if you really want to be.
Flip it though.
I was accused of being someone's lawyer, they said.
Really?
That's what they said. My real lawyer. I was accused of being my real lawyer.
Huh. The Lincoln lawyer?
The what?
The Lincoln lawyer?
What's that?
You never seen that movie or that TV show? The Lincoln lawyer?
The Lincoln.
And he's a lawyer?
I never seen it.
Good ass show. You gotta watch that. It's on Netflix right now. You gotta watch that seriously.
Couple seasons.
What you watch?
Netflix woke.
What you watch? Paramount and the YouTube TV?
Nah, I just do YouTube TV and then Amazon. I do Amazon. I'll like rent a $3 because I can search any movie and if I want old school movie, I only watch old school. I only listen to old school rap and watch old school movies. Everything else now has some made up human in it. They gay it up. They fucking do this. It's always some movie.
Stop saying that.
Well, you can say it now. How many Trump's in?
Yeah, let's do it. Nothing. You still got blocked from you still got banned from TikTok with your boy in office. So shit is still moving the same way, homie.
He got TikTok back. He got TikTok back.
He's the one that said it should have got banned. So I don't.
Smitty, we're here on 131 to 125, January 31st, 2025, the last day of the month, Smitty. The last day of the month, Smitty, and the first month of the year. So it would be only fit to do a what's happening now. And the way I want us to do this is in a fashion to end the month the right way, Smitty. So I don't know if you know, but what's happening now is crazy. Let's do it. Let's do what's happening now. Bring my main man Rerun in. This is what's going on, Smitty, right now as of January 31st. New Orleans starts the year off with 14 dead, 36 injured, and a crazy cat that drove through Bourbon Street. The same day, Las Vegas Trump Hotel explosion. That was a huge investigation. There was all kind of shit involved in that. Nobody knew. Then the Perry donkey, who, I don't know if you know, was the donkey in Shrek, sadly passed away at the age of 30 years old. Gotta put Shrek's donkey in there. Then the Southern California fires. I'm not going to call them wildfires. It's January. It's 30 degrees out right now in the morning. The California fire started and decimated half of California. And we're still in January, FYI. The Prime Minister of Canada stepped down, Smitty. His motherfucker resigned. Was like, fuck this. Trump wants to make us 51st state. Then TikTok gets banned. Then Trump brings it back. Then Trump has an inauguration. Then we have a fucking historic winter storm and crocodiles and alligators are frozen in Florida. And then we got fucking Black Hawk Down goes down and hits a American airline fucking Cessna holding 60 people on it, 14 of being American and Russian figure skaters. And we're still in January for another 20 hours, Smitty, or 15 hours.
It's insane, man.
What's happening now, man? That's what the segment is, brought to you by BetUS. And Smitty, what do you have to say about that, man? We're just in January. This is insanity.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife yesterday, and we were just having this conversation. She was like, man, she's like, this beginning of the year is insane. Just how much is going on. It feels like every week.
I mentioned all the fucking plane crashes we've had. Remember?
That's what I'm saying. There's been exactly. I was like, this ain't even everything. There's been a couple other plane crashes and planes trying to take off, and there's issues, and it's been a lot going on, like you said, and it's all been just 1 month. It's like, damn, people coming to the new year with these different, goals and trying to, start the year off the right way, and then you got all this. It's hard to be positive when you got so much going on, you know what I'm saying? So it's just been a crazy month, and, I don't live life in fear or scared because that's just not how I operate. But I will say when so much stuff happens, it just makes you, like, keep your eyes open, like, damn, what's going to happen next week? Like, at some point, it's just like, it's a fact almost now. It's like a fact something's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And you got so much evidence to where at some point it's almost factual that something about to happen next week. And then the next week, it's like, damn. Like, I don't know, man. It's just insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Pete Carroll gets a job this month. Bill Belichick got hired, I think, on the 1st of the month. New Year's was just crazy. All that shit that's going on. I mean, it's just crazy. That's not even half the shit.
Super Bowl, like all types
we've had some celebrities and some figure heads died this month. It's just been a crazy month. But you know what? I was looking back at it. January of 24 was crazy as shit, too. Like, it seems like every first of the year in the last, 5-10 years has been crazy to me. I don't know. It's just been crazy. I was looking it up yesterday. I was like, damn. Motherfuckers just is crazy shit, man. But I'm glad we're moving into my birthday month. I want to sound like a bitch today. I want to talk about my birthday month. My birthday month is February, and I'm a Pisces. And I want to dive in. I want a birthday that's going to be
spicy. I'm a Pisces looking ass. Don't ever say that shit again. I'm a Pisces.
You think I really give a fuck about my goddamn birthday? You really think I can't stand a motherfucking man that's going to come up here and promote his goddamn birthday, Eddie Manyweather? I don't give a fuck if your birthday's Wednesday, Eddie. I don't give a fuck. My birthday's this month too in February. I don't give a fuck. You won't know unless you know. Like, I don't give a fuck. Any man that comes out and talks about his birthday is a female.
My birthday was a couple weeks ago.
And you promoted it like a motherfucker. You had pink drink, pinky out.
She was good too. All weekend celebrated.
Hell yeah. My birthday's Black History Month, homie. Shortest month.
My wife surprised me. Had my room all set up. It's just cool. Birthdays.
I celebrated my birthday in 40 years.
I've lost so much. That's a damn shame. It makes no sense, you know. And that's why you're so grumpy. Like everything you're supposed to celebrate, you just don't celebrate. And there's no reason why. You just decide not to do it because you want to be so gangster all the time. It's okay to put down your feel, homie. You can celebrate and still be hard and still know how to fight and not take no bullshit. Like you walk around like all day. Just the hardest motherfucker out everywhere. Like, bro, just relax, get some pussy. Like, lay down somewhere, watch TV, eat.
Don't take my lines. Don't take my lines. Don't take my line. Don't take my line. That's the number one line I use when these weirdo fucks come at me on Twitter. Like, motherfucker, go get some pussy. God
I've
damn.
never heard that from you. I've never heard that from you ever. I swear I had never.
Oh, I literally could show you 1,000 tweets.
I'm not saying you don't say it, but I don't watch your social media. Like, we do the show and I move on. So I don't know what you say on Twitter, but
you
don't say it on this show. You never say on the show ever since I've been on the show.
Let me ask you this. Do you do the half birthday?
No.
I think you do. I heard you did.
I gave you my answer. Don't ask me a question. That's my biggest pet peeve. You ask my question, I give you the answer, and then you still give your opinion on what they're. Motherfucker, why do you ask me then?
Celebrate? No, CS. We can't. Celebrating a birthday is soft. So no, we can't celebrate a birthday.
That's
CS.
Really, homie. Like Jason, life is so short, and as I've gotten older, I've lost so many people and immediate family members, aunties, uncles, cousins, all to where it made me really appreciate life. I go harder on birthdays now than I did when I was younger. Cause I'm like, man, when you're young, you kind of naive. You think everybody gonna be here forever, you're gonna live forever. No, motherfucker, life is short. I'm 31. I probably got 20 more years left and I'm out this thing. So I'm gonna celebrate my ass off while I'm here and I'm moving on.
So you're gonna be dead by my age.
You said what?
You're gonna be gone by my age.
How old are you right now?
I'll be 49 this month, but you're gonna be gone at 50. You're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, man. The way you drink, eat, smoke, sleep, you might. I don't know. I ain't gonna put nothing out there, but you need to watch yourself. I'm gonna say that. Watch yourself.
So you think we'll both die same age, 51? So I got 3 years, and you got 20.
Hey, better maximize this show.
I say I eat better than you. By the way, I made a chicken soup last night, a lemon chicken soup, carrot, celery, rice, turmeric, cinnamon, mix it all in there, some spices, bay leaves. Unbelievable, homie. God damn. It came out a little thick, almost like a chicken dumpling soup.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
So I added a little bit more broth to it.
Broth, vegetable broth. Yep.
Yeah, I got a little bit, but it came out unbelievable. Man, and I made a huge pot of it. It's unbelievable. I'm making these soups lately, homie. I'm trying to increase my, you got to always like fine tune your game. So I've been doing I'm trying to do different soups. I've never been a soup guy from scratch.
My wife be making good ass soup. Yeah, I like soup, homie. Soup is good, especially right now with the weather being kind of cold outside. Soup is good. You know what I'm saying? I want some chili. Like I'm in the mood for some good ass chili right now.
I make chili all the time. I make homemade chili from scratch.
Is it crazy?
Red onion, yellow onion. I mix it up, but chili size, little cheese on top, the red. But then I put some raw onion on top. After I make it with a real onion, cook them, and then I put the raw onion on top with it's like a chili size. You know what I mean?
Man, you a bad motherfucker.
But from scratch though, from scratch, make fire. I make fire chili though. Yeah. God damn.
I'm about to make that for you, bro. Just because a little small pop for me. But now back to our bigger point though. What was the quote of the day again, baby? Can we pull real quick? Can you pull up the quote of the day? Because I think that top beautiful moments have a very short time period. So to that point, celebrate your birthday this fucking month, JB. Because you ain't gonna be here for that much longer. Celebrate your birthday.
I forgot my birthday twice in my life. Like literally forgot the day. I was coaching at Indy one year. I talked about it in my book. Coaching at Indy, and I'm in the office, and I hired a bunch of new coaches that I didn't know, so they didn't know it was my birthday. And I've been grinding. So I started, it was my first year on the job. So that was 15, 16. You were like 8, and so then I was like, I'm grinding. And then I get a call at like 8 at night from my mom because it's only 6 at night in Cali. Mm-hmm. And she's like, happy birthday. And I'm like, fucking birthday? So I went out by myself to the little shithole bar, redneck fucking hick bar in town. And I had me a little Maker's Coke or something.
You got all this money, homie. You do all this stuff for other people.
I didn't have money like that then.
No, now you damn near rich now. You got what, like 900,000 in your account sitting pretty. You got all these people that you take care of and spend money on. If I had
900,000 in my account, I would give you 100,000.
You bullshit.
On my daughter, why not?
Well, how much you got in there right now then?
900,000 in my account. That doesn't mean I make 900,000.
Right.
I just had, I'd give you 100,000. Why not? I'd front you for the year for the show or something.
How much you got in your account right now then?
I got like it's coming. But I'm just saying, if you did that, that would be cool.
Well, just give me the same percentage. You know what I'm saying? So if you give me 100 for 9, if you got 200, like give me whatever that thing is. Like you know what I'm saying? Give me like give me 10 now. You know what I'm saying? Like give me whatever.
I don't got 200 either. $200. I'll give you $2. I'm just saying.
I'll take it.
I got a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit going out.
You know, I got a yacht.
I'm not a saver of money, Smitty. As much as you know me, and we don't like each other and despise each other, as much as you know me, though, you know I don't hold money.
Nah,
I do not save money. I do not save money.
You're going it too fast. I'm like, hey, JP, chill a little bit.
I don't save money. I'm the host of the party. I pay for everything. I don't save money. I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm going to start doing this will soon. And I don't have anybody in it. But I'm gonna do a will. And it's going to say, I want to be buried face down, ass up, so y'all can kiss it. And I don't want any money in the bank. I don't want anyone looking around. How much has JB got in the money? He got zero. My daughter's going to be like, JB, where's my money? Yeah, I got that shit.
I hate that.
I spent everything in that motherfucker. I spent everything. You ain't going to get shit.
Leave your daughter $50,000.
I ain't leaving her shit.
Fuck, I hope y'all can connect and get back, man. I hate that. That's a different conversation. I just the love in me hate that. Fuck. Anyway, man, I hate that. Missed my whole focus up. We're not gonna go to your funeral then. Like, if you're gonna be face down, we're not gonna go to your funeral. That's disrespectful to us.
I didn't say you had to look.
I'm saying, so you told me in 2 years you want us to go to there. You're gonna be face down, act like it better be a closed casket. I'm not gonna go there like
in 2 years.
I couldn't even be sad if I go. I'm crying like, JP, I'm taking my glasses off and shit. And you laying there fucking like this.
I'm not bent over, homie. I'm just laying. I'm in the casket, but I'm face down in the casket.
You don't know what you're gonna be. You
don't gay it up. Don't gay it up. Everybody in the chat that's saying gay shit is actually gay. Don't gay it up.
You just said the word 20 times for no reason.
You can say it up. You can add a word to it.
Horrible. Our reach is crazy.
You can add a word. You can add a word to it. You can add a word. Let me be real. You can add a word to it, homie, and it eliminates all that.
Who told you that?
You do.
All right. This motherfucker be lying.
So you could do it. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like,
yeah, I do.
Smitty, you GAY. That then we get flagged.
We gonna get flagged for you even doing that.
No.
They smart now. Algorithm is smart. They can spell.
No, they're not.
Eli Musk,
Smitty, let me give you all the fucking examples.
All right, bring it down. Bring it all down. Bring it all down.
I called you and said, Smitty, on the show right now, hey, you're GAY. And that's it. No other words after. We get flagged. Smitty, you're gaying up the show. It's totally loud. See how it just kept flowing, kept going? You're gaying up the show. It's totally fine. Ron, don't be gay because you can keep going and it works. See what I'm saying? Keith, your titties remind me of gaying up the show. There's things you can use, homie. I'm just telling you, I got this algorithm thing down, homie. I know how it works.
Baby, we ain't gonna never be rich, homie. I'm gonna say right now. I mean, we appreciate all your hard work. Keep working hard, but we ain't gonna never get to that 8-figure number. I got brands. I be like, hey, Nike, watch this tomorrow. Free game Friday, Nike. Watch this. And then boom.
Hey, we're gonna take a commercial break. Can you explain what your hoodie says?
Can we do stat of the day, please, before we close out to commercial break?
I'm curious what that hoodie means. Like, what's it mean?
It was a collaboration with my friend and coworker, Joy Taylor. We did a collaboration like 2 years ago. We had like
so that is a Joy. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it was a collection. So we did a play like off her name, and then obviously my clothing brand Lyft for Today is all about positivity and motivation. Every piece of clothing we have is some sort of like motivating thing, short message behind it. Live for today.
That's actually crazy.
Great. So we did a collaboration. You guys probably saw pictures years ago. It was like in the pandemic probably. We came out with like different sweatshirts. We got a hoodie. We got bottoms. We got t-shirts. And it was one of the biggest things we did at the time for our company. Like as soon as we released this, we had all type of people buying it. Celebrities was buying it. It was a big deal for us. So shout out to her for collaborating, with me. She didn't have to do it, and she did it. So shout out to her. Well, let's go to stat of the day. Wild stat, y'all. So for all the audio listeners, Patrick Mahomes has beaten every single NFL team in the regular season except for my Indianapolis Colts. Mahomes is 0-2 in the regular season. This is the best stat of the day we've never had on the show ever in the history of the show.
I have a crazier stat.
No, you don't. See, you always want to one-up something, homie. What?
Here's the stat to this stat. It's crazy. Listen to this one. The reason Mahomes is 0-2 versus the Colts, because the Colts have never been in the playoffs. Let's take a commercial.
That made 0 sense, chat. And I know y'all love JB, but be real. Makes 0 sense. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
What up, man? This is a proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty, and it is First Round Performance. Yeah. Make sure you head on over to firstroundperformance.com. We got the merch, the gear. They are top-notch company.
High quality, JB. All about the quality here. Workout gear, exclusive gear. What's that right there, JB?
By the way, nobody else in the country or the world has this short right here. You can put this short on. It helps your back. It helps your hamstrings, helps your quads as you work out.
What?
You can wear these right underneath your workout shorts or what have you. It's kind of like a girdle, but very, very comfortable. Shorts Against Syndrome. It's SAFS. Go head on over there and check it out. First Round Performance.
They got workout bands. They got ankle weights.
What's this?
What's in that box?
Kind of good.
It's our first time seeing this.
What's this?
I'm nervous. What's that?
It's a 40-yard dash electric timer. You can go get your workout on with the light and the strobe and the whole deal. FirstRoundPerformance.com.
Oh, you just turned it on, JB.
Bam.
You want that smoke?
Go check it out.
I know you ain't trying to race me,
I might
JB.
race Smitty and smoke him.
You ain't trying to race me. You scared of that life.
Yeah, this is real deal. You guys got to go check it out. FirstRoundPerformance.com. Head on over there. Proud new sponsor of the Coach JB Show.
This is nice, JB.
With Big Smitty. And
all this is mine, right?
hell yeah. Listen, their premium gear, including the revolutionary SAFS shorts I just showed you, are expertly designed by a leading orthopedic surgeon to align your hips and relieve your pain. It is trusted by athletes and active individuals alike, whether you are pushing your limits with their high-quality resistance bands, as Smitty just showed you, or boosting recovery with the powerful dual-spectrum red light therapy devices that I just showed you. First Round Performance delivers the tools needed to stay at the top of your game. Whether aiming for peak performance or simply wanting to live pain-free, they've got you covered. Visit FirstRoundPerformance.com or shop on Amazon today. They just launched their AmazonStore.com, their Amazon store. This is out there, First Round Performance on Amazon. And so go help them out and grab some performance gear today. And please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.
Yes, sir.
Go First Round.
Go First Round, baby.
The promo code will be Coach JB. So check that out and head on over there today.
Get right, baby. First Round, the highest quality.
First Round Performance, go get you some merch.
Ooh, I like this shirt. I like this shirt, JB.
Peace.
There's a female out there by the name of rapper Dank Damas in the What's Happening Now out in the world, Smitty. She has filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against Lyft.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Just a week after Lyft apologized to her after a driver denied her service because she was too big to fit in his car. That's her to the right over there. It looks like Jabba the Hutt. Let me give you more context. Smitty, again, here we go, playing victim for being so fucking fat and such a wobble body that you couldn't fit her ass on a forklift. A little less a Lyft or an Uber car. What are we doing, homie? Like, bitch, you need some diet water and a 3-year fast before you sue anybody about not fitting in a damn car. You wouldn't fit in a drop-top Suburban, bitch. Stop! Stop it! Look at that shit right there, Smitty.
I saw the actual video, too. She was like, so you're not going to let me get in the Lyft? He said, no, you need a pickup truck. Oh, we have the video right here. It's terrible.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space. My car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm going to do about my money?
I'm going to cancel it. You're not going to be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
Time out, homie. Bitch, you out of breath talking.
But he said, you need a pickup truck. Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all didn't catch that line?
Hold on. Can anybody listen to her talk? You telling me I can't get in your car? My girl got a bin. I can fit in her bin. Yes, sir. We are back on Free Game Friday. Shout out to everybody joining us. And let's dive right into our first guest of the weekend. Friday, Free Game Friday. Our main man, the owner and operator of 0 to 60 and 60 Academy. Our main man, Colorado Buff legend, Jet and Bronco legend. Our main man, Big Matt McChesney, joins us.
Yeah,
Matt, what up?
Yeah, man. Don't forget the Dolphins in there. Don't forget the Fins.
I didn't want to mention the loser organization. I just want to fight today with you. So whatever we can do to do that, better for views. I don't know if people realize it's better for viewership for both shows. So I just say fuck it. Just start talking shit. Whatever we can do.
Fuck it. I agree.
In a serious note, I got a text message.
That looks swole today, don't he?
Nah,
not every day. Not every day.
Yes, every day.
I got a text message, Matt. I got a very interesting text message while on break, and I can't say the name. I can't say the name, of course, but according to Smitty, we're not allowed to talk about
from the guard who tried to fit in the little car.
No, not that one. We talk about her. Yeah, she's a 3 technique.
That is so funny, dude. It is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen or heard. Did you see the video of her singing and falling over?
Oh, I was about to. I don't know if Bailey has it. I don't know if Bailey has it.
Like, I can't get over it. As a fat guy, it is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
By the way, that was after the lawsuit. After the lawsuit, she fell down. So, like, can we dismiss the lawsuit after that? Like, it's fucking unbelievable.
Could she get on a step mill, maybe?
Steve Kim said she needs to do 1 push-up and 1 sit-up to start.
Just sit-up or push-up.
Just 1.
Body weight squat.
While Bailey finds that, let me read you this text real quick because here's something very interesting. This is regarding Justin Tucker.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Smitty and I are going to do a new documentary called Untucked, starring P. Diddy, Tom Kraft, and him, and Deshaun Watson.
Kraft, Justin Tucker, and Deshaun Watson.
Here's the text message, all right? Why Smitty drinks this shit. My good friend runs a sports show in the B. Talks about the Ravens and the Orioles. JB, I'm telling you right now, it's very true. He has been hearing this for years since he was a rookie in 2012. He's been a weirdo. He doesn't go to the rubbing tubs where it's allowed. Instead, he goes to abroad to go to the nice places, Four Seasons, hotels, etc. Where it's not allowed. He goes there, and then he tries to get the massage person to jerk him off, or he just jerks himself off. He's been banned. He said he's been banned at several places as well. Weirdo. And then he gave me the deuces sign on the text. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Allegedly, that's what we're. Where are you at with this, man? Because Harrison Butker took a lot of heat. Smitty's drinking vodka this morning. We've had these
about controversial subjects that may piss the left off.
Fuck, dude.
Look, Justin Tucker is supposed to be like this righteous, holy, religious. Thank God for everything type guy.
I don't trust him.
I wonder why they're doing this. Number one. Number two, why are there so many athletes, NFL players that need to pay to get their rocks off? Like, you guys don't have any game. You can't go. First of all, like paying a chick to jerk you off after you get a rub down, you can jerk yourself off. What are you doing? Number one. Number two, in these days, you're going to get thrown under the bus for this one, Justin. Deshaun just wrote the book on how to get in trouble with this. I was listening to the radio driving in this morning after I dropped off my kids, and they were talking about this and how he wiggled around to get the towel to fall off, and he would constantly have an erection, and there's wet spots on the table and shit. Like, dog, I'm sorry, but this is like getting comical, dog. It's getting to the point where, like, what a fucking weirdo. Is there like a group of guys that like sit around and they like talk about massage therapists, the ones that no, you want extra pillow? You want me to jerk you off? What kind of hotel is this? Like,
mock me.
Why do you think this is happening at this level? Like, dog,
By the way, Filipino and Thai bitches are definitely involved, and that's how they talk. Mock me. You mock me off.
You
mock me off.
I just don't understand why the urge, like,
Smitty got 13 years younger.
Sex addict? Just another fucking sex addict, right? Just can't get it on his own. Can't get his wife to jerk him off, so he's got to go. He's got to go to a massage therapist, bro. This is so fucking weird, dog.
I just, to me, it's not even okay. I'm a sex addict.
I love sex.
I think
man.
we are we all sex addicts
right now?
Are we all sex addicts?
Not to the point where I have to fucking pay motherfuckers for it.
Nah, that's not my point. I don't think that's
sexual abuse shit. Like there's a difference between addiction and just.
Yeah, I think JB is saying like don't use it as an excuse to go do some weird shit. Like he said, as men, we all love sex, but that don't mean you go here and try to do.
I agree.
Right.
I just don't understand why it has to be this weird all the time. Why?
Y'all know what I really think it is, man? I think people just got fantasy. I think everybody got fantasy. And I think one of the fantasies
that's weird.
This happy ending shit. And I think these guys, even though they got money and they can go fuck probably whoever they want to fuck, they want the actual experience of a happy ending. It's like,
no fucking dude ever was like, you know what my fantasy is? I want somebody to jerk me off after a massage. There's
man, you probably got some weird fucking fantasy, man. You probably like motherfuckers to like choke the shot at you with your shit pierced and your foot. Like everybody got a little different.
First of all, that's not a fantasy. That's a Thursday night at my house. Number two, my fantasy is to catch people breaking into my house. That's my and it's not a sexual fantasy. It's a murder everyone in the house fantasy. You broke into the wrong house. Like,
it kind of is sexual because I think you would like.
I do sleep naked,
like,
so I'll be chasing motherfuckers around.
I killed this.
I mean, I sleep naked, so I'll be chasing motherfuckers around the Mossberg.
Motherfucker Matt got the big motherfucker butt ass now you kick the door.
Nut swinging.
Got a fucking hernia. Got a hernia, JB. Motherfucking shit slinging.
Here's what I don't get.
Going through the stomach. Oh fuck.
This is the part I don't get, Matt. It's not a sex addict because I'm a sex addict. Smitty's a sex addict. Everyone's sex addicts. Men. I think it's a weirdo. I just think you're a weird fuck. I think you're a weird fuck if you got to go do this where a bitch can talk about you though and say, hey, you know what? Justin Tucker came into my motherfucking office and jacked himself off and now you got records, Matt. There's record of this shit. Like he showed up to the fucking Hyatt Hotel and he showed up to the Hilton and now he's banned. He's banned from these places too. From my boy.
You like getting your booty licked on, but it's never
in the comfort of my own home.
It was consensual, that's the here.
In the comfort of my own home.
He said, "In the comfort of yes, I do. In the comfort of my home."
Now, I'm gonna be honest, Matt. To Matt's point, I'm gonna be real. Now, if I seek that only, and I went out to go do it, that's weirdo fuck.
That's all. But hold on, homie. You said that's all you like. You said you don't fuck girls no more because you did that back in the day. You said only thing you like is head and getting your butt licked on. That's all you like. Okay, so that's all you seek.
But I didn't say I'm going out to the fucking Hyatt to meet a bitch to do it and pay her. No, that's weird shit, homie. I can do it at home and the bitch comes to me. I would be dead. This is what these cats are doing. They're going out with some weirdo fucking fantasy or some sort of weird. To me, it ain't fantasy, homie. It's weird shit.
It's like porno shit. They watch porn. They see the category, massage category. Now they want to experience that. When you watch porn TV, you type in AE on Pornhub, and then everybody else.
In the massage category, are you? Enlighten me on this massage category. Where is that?
I don't watch porn. You tell me.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Let me ask you a question, Matt. Let me ask you both a question. Do you think porn has desensitized men in regards to going out in the dating world? Because it could be a real question. Like,
yes.
You think the porn nowadays is so weird and exotic and weirdo shit that you think guys, we watch it. Guys watch it. We watch it all day on Twitter and all these things. Twitter now has porn.
Twitter worse than an actual porn is everywhere. Like it's all over Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
So is that fucking broads over from getting a good man, or is it fucking with men on the women's side?
Both.
Like,
I think it's both. I think that look, I'm no expert on this or anything, but I will say this: every single chick these days thinks that they're a fucking model, and like they can't. It's all I see on my time. Fast enough, and then I see. Every dude is, I mean, I'd imagine they are, a little numb to all of it. Like, it's all, everything is like at a 10. There's no buildup anymore. There's no, like, I wonder what she looks like with her clothes off. Oh, never mind. I'll just go to her Instagram page and see her fucking immediately. There's no more, like, there's no more mystery. There's no more discreet. Yeah. It's just fucking 100. I just don't think that this is productive, personally.
And I think the girls are overpaid under-deliverers.
I agree with that shit, bro. There's so many chicks that have no business taking their clothes off.
I'm saying that
the fat chick that couldn't get in the car, she's got an OnlyFans page, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Who's paying her to see that?
She doing her thing on there.
I'm sure she's doing a great job. There's tons of guys that love to roll them in the fucking flour. And
look for the sweaty in the motherfucker too, man.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Imagine y'all like this. Imagine y'all two making love though. Wouldn't it be crazy? It'd be sweaty as hell.
That bitch fell backwards like a motherfucker. She couldn't even fucking say.
Her ankles are literally under her shoe.
Gravy.
So if that's how your genetics, homie, her Smitty, her ankles are equal with her feet. How is that even possible? So basically, she got no feet. Her ankles hit overlap. So if she step, homie, when she steps,
she just has calves and toes. She's got no ankle joint.
No, her ankles like overlap her feet. They push her feet, embedded them into the ground, homie. Her ankle weight has embedded her flat foot into the ground. So when she walks like a sumo wrestler, she's a fucking sumo wrestler, homie. She's a sumo wrestler.
All the people that are like,
her dancing, Belly, please.
How can you make fun of fat people? It's easy.
It's real easy.
Belly, it's a video of her like dancing on the wall, I think. And she's like, if I'm not mistaken, if you can find it, please find it.
Hey, Smitty, let's be honest. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta bring bullying back, and we gotta start shaming folks into scaring them to go do right. That's what it used to be. I'm just telling you right now. That's how we used to be. I operated that way. Fuck that. I don't want to get my ass.
Better man. I didn't get bullied. I got teased for being like a chubby kid, and that shit used to hurt at the time. But it turned me to a savage.
You're not a savage, but yeah, I get it.
I'm a dog.
Sometimes getting fucked with will really, lead you down the road of improvement. Personally, look at this shit, dude.
She was like, dome me up, and she was
like, I'm sorry, but that dog's looking for crumbs right now to fall off. Look at her. That dog's like, where's the next one?
She said, "Yeah, the hill was good." When I ain't
there. Pause it right there.
Dinner is big right now.
Look at her
leg. Pause it right there, homie. That fucking dog. I don't know. If PETA or somebody needs to be called ASAP. Number one.
Stop.
That dog right there is when. What's that? You know that meme, Matt? You know that meme, Matt? The moment I realized I done fucked up or whatever. What's that? You know that meme, Matt? This dog just smelled the worst fucking smell in the history of life. This dog just realized, holy fuck, I done fucked up. I smell. Look at that dog. Smitty, that dog is like, what the fuck is that? Ain't kibbles and bits. That's Benissi. Homie, that's the worst look ever. This is the Marshmallow Man, homie. She fucking Ghostbusters. She's in Ghostbusters.
No,
that dog is well taken care of, though. You know that dog is eating whatever she eats.
That dog's eating well. That dog is good. I have a question. How do you wipe your ass?
Oh, pause it.
Oh no! Did you just see that? No, get out of there, dog. No.
No!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
No, baby! Not Ash! Ash, no!
Oh no! Get out of there, puppy!
No,
Leave, puppy! Leave!
No!
Homie,
is that
I've never seen or done anything like this before. I am so confused. Holy fucking shit! That's like abuse to the dog. I feel so bad for the dog right now.
Where is Peter? Peter, they call him on me all the time when I discipline Ash. Where is Peter? Homie. And by the way, Bailey, can you pull it back up, Bailey, the exact same spot? I got a question. Is he smelling asshole or pussy?
She don't know.
Because she ain't seen either one. And
that's what I'm saying, dog. How does she even? Now I know how she cleans herself. Ugh. Yeah.
Wait, you're saying the dog?
I'm saying she either has the fucking world's best duvet or how does she wipe her own ass, dog? Her arms are this long, her butt's this big. Like,
Matt, you know you would hit that from the back.
You are out of your fucking mind. Don't disrespect me
like that. You would beat her back in, Matt.
Wow, you're a disgusting human even thinking that someone would do that. That's nasty.
That tells you, Matt,
y'all would just
dog, don't even come at me. First of all, I don't operate like that. I got some high motherfucking standards in my life.
Matt, you don't gotta say nothing. Smitty just told on his motherfucking self. So Smitty will fuck that. That's the craziest thing about it. That don't mean nothing, homie.
Don't mean nothing. I like my one small, tiny, petite. That's what I got. Let's talk some football, y'all. Can we talk some football or no?
Yeah, man, if we can stop talking about Larry Allen trying to squeeze into a fucking Civic.
Let's talk about something that Cam Newton said today, Matt. Cam Newton believes that Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have a master plan to draft Archie Manning, and hire Nick Saban. He said, I think they're tanking for Arch. Make it make sense. Come on now. Schottenheimer has a one and done written all over him. Let's be real. Jerry Jones is a businessman. And he's going to get into his Don Corleone mentality. He's going to give him a deal that he can't refuse. Nick Saban. That's what he said. It's a video, man. I'm done talking. Show the video.
I'm texting Cam right now. Come on the show right now.
Arch. I think they tanking for Arch. Make it make sense. Okay. Cam.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
Coach Schottenheimer has one and done written all over him.
I think they have to tank.
He got one and done written all over him. Okay, why do you want it done? You get the first pick of the draft. Okay, not only that, I'm going to go back into my Godfather bag and say, okay, Jerry Jones is a businessman, and he's going to get in this Don Corleone, mentality, and he's going to give him a deal that he can't refuse. Who? Nick Saban.
Who wants to go first? Raise your hand.
Look, okay, so yeah, could Schottenheimer be a one and done? Yeah, easily. I thought you were going to talk to me more about Cam saying that he wouldn't give up his MVP for a Super Bowl ring, which
that's next.
It made me makes my heart hurt a little bit when I hear that from a guy who I have some respect for as a player. Real weird dude outside of football, but that's okay. A lot of us are. I don't think the Cowboys have a plan. I think Jerry Jones has entered the Al Davis part of his ownership role with Dallas. Like, he's just throwing shit against the wall, see if it'll stick. Now, obviously, if they tank and he falls to him and they hire Saban, cool. Why would Saban want to go work for Jerry? So that's the thing is, why would anybody want to go play second fiddle to Jerry Jones and have to ask him about personnel and ask permission to do that and this, especially Nick Saban of all people. So I personally don't think Saban will coach again. I think that Saban will be the new and first and next commissioner of college football when it does happen. I think that's the job he's holding out for. Also, like, who's to say Arch Manning is really the number one pick in the draft? I want to see him start all year and play well and go be that guy. Not just sit here and assume that he's going to be that guy. He looks really good at times, and he looked really young at times. So we'll see what happens there. I'm not going to put I'm not going to sit here and act like the Cowboys have a plan in the first place. Therefore, I just can't get with the fact that they would like set all this up and then all of it's going to fucking work the way they want it to. They're not that smart. If anything, they're dumb as fuck. Like, they're dumber than the box of rocks. So we'll see what happens with Dallas, but I'm not going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they can figure this out. Cam Newton comes up
Smitty, my take is, and I texted Cam. I was like, man, you got to come on my show, dog. You're blowing up right now because you're taking all this stuff. Here's the text. He just said, fuck it. On my show, on this show, he said he's a content creator now. This is what he does. He's on the YouTube space. He's on ESPN right now. As we speak.
I mean, he definitely is doing a good job in that regard.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Nick Saban wants what? We all know. Control. Deion Sanders didn't take the job for whatever reason or get offered it for whatever reason. It's two things can be true. Like, yes, Deion wanted autonomy. Jerry wants autonomy. So whether Jerry offered Deion the job or Deion turned it down, either way, it was because of autonomy. Nick Saban is the most he wants full autonomy. That's the only way coaches like us, alpha male coaches, can operate. And it's not a bad thing. It just means that let us win and lose the games, not put it on your plate. You hired me to do a job. Nick Saban would never take that job for that reason, in my opinion. And neither would Belichick, in my opinion. So that is why I think until Jerry Jones says, you know what, I want to live my last 10, 12 years, whatever, how many years he has left on his life, on the farm or fishing or digging oil or something, they're not going to win, dog. This is what it is. And like, come on, man, there's a contract in Dak Prescott that you have to deal with before you can even tank or any of that old shit. And what guy that makes $250 million, who's on the other side of his career as far as greatness, let's be honest, and Dak Prescott, he's getting older, wants to tank a year? What professional that makes that much money is going to sit here and just take a year and say, oh, well, we're just going to lose every game. I'm just, hey, Cooper Rush, come in. I don't see it. I don't see it.
You can't tank in the NFL. You just suck.
And I do agree, though, that Schottenheimer could be a one and done, Smitty.
He could easily be one and done, but he's not going to sit there and just set it up so the next guy gets the number one pick and he's gone. Like, no one in the NFL is sitting there going, how do I set this up for the next people to be successful? And fuck me. That's no way that works. Nope.
Yeah. I don't
He's got a ton of pressure on him. Like, I'm very eager to see if Arch is Peyton and Eli. Like, he's obviously athletic and he can run and he can move. I'm not saying the kid can't play. Now I want to see him go be the best player in the country, win the Heisman, go number one, all that shit that's supposed to happen. Go make it happen. And I'm with it.
Let's dive into a topic that you despise. So do I. I don't know what your take is overall with the Chiefs' queendom and the referees inconsistencies in the NFL period. But I brought it up on Bailey's show yesterday. A buddy of mine texted me and was like, you got to dive into this Blandino thing. And then literally on Bailey's show, it broke. And I had already got a text, and I shared it with Bailey. Former NFL senior VP of officiating, Dean Blandino, says his own brother thinks the NFL is rigged and even believes Dean signed an NDA to keep it a secret. So basically meaning when he left or was told to leave, he was convinced that an NDA would silence him moving forward. We know that big corporations operate this way. Shit, when a broad comes over to AE me, I have her sign an NDA. So I know it happens at that level. So where are you at with this? Yeah. So where are you at with this? Where are you at with this, Matt?
Look, I think that it's smart on your case to probably have them sign a non-disclosure. But talking about football, that said, I don't think it's rigged. I don't think it's like scripted or anything. But I do think that there's a lot of refs with a lot of gambling debts or something over their head that the mafia or whoever is rolling. Like, I think that there's a lot of shady shit going on with gambling. Now, you can call that rigged all you want. I'm more to just call it dirty. Like there's just dirty shit going on behind the scenes. And I mean, to assume, like, look at they're in basketball right now with Terry Rozier and the other kid talking about all the gambling shit there and all, you know, fucking shaving points essentially and not playing up to standard. Like, bro, to act like that's not happening in the NFL is just naive. So
not to cut you off, have you heard Troy Aikman about this?
Yeah, I did. I heard what he said, and I agree with the man. I think that he's right. Like, I'm one of them. I gamble. And people that put money on these games, like even I've talked about this before, but as the season went on, I stopped gambling because I don't trust what I'm looking at. I feel like we're fucking watching the WWE a lot of the time. Like, you know, it's just I don't unless I know the referee crew that's going to be out there reffing the game. Like I'm not gambling, so I don't feel like it's really an even playing field in that regard. So. I don't know what the NFL's going to do about this, but it's a bad fucking look. I'll tell you that.
I got a buddy doing an analytical deep dive into this Troy Aikman take, along with Blandino's take regarding the Chiefs. And what I mean is this: a buddy of mine hit me up and was like, he works for Mattress Mac, a good friend of Sean Salisbury and I, and billionaire Mattress Mac who bets big money on big games. I don't know if you noticed, but there's been like 12 games the Chiefs have been a part of this year that something crazy happened at the end of the game to either A, cover or not cover, and he's doing a deep dive into that stat. But like just the other day in this playoff run, did you remember when the Chiefs, because Coach Fred hit me up, was like, you imagine, I think the line was 8 or something, and these motherfuckers took a knee. Remember? Did you see that shit?
Yeah, it was a safety, right?
It's just crazy shit. The safety's another one. Safety's another one. There's been some crazy shit aligned with the Chiefs, the refs, Swifties, Kelsey, all that shit.
Keep going.
It's just a bad look, bro. It's a really, really bad look. I don't know how they fix it. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I hear you. G Wizzy in the chat said this, y'all. If it was scripted, there is no way they would let the Cowboys go 30 years without winning.
That's true. Everybody, that's the biggest brand out there.
That's a good point.
I don't agree at all. No, because if you don't like a certain person, like Daniel Snyder, they'll fucking get rid of you too. If they don't like Jerry Jones because he goes against their fucking policies and beliefs, guess what they'll do? They'll keep his ass out too. I'm just saying that's another way of doing it. They'll get you out of there too. Don't get it twisted. So if they don't like you,
Dez Bryant catch.
Yeah.
It's not scripted, but it's damn sure dirty.
Ooh, man, and Matt plays, so I'm gonna lean on whatever Matt say. Honestly,
I played for a long time, and I never saw a script. So let's put it like that.
I don't believe that. I'm with you. I don't believe it's scripted because it's too hard to get 22 guys to follow the same script. There's no way in human possibilities. But I do agree that the refs, though, we've seen it, Donahoe in the NBA. We've seen these refs literally be caught for rigging and manipulating certain things that they can do. And you just hope that professionals wouldn't do it. But, man, it's an unfortunate situation. I hope that this game's not scripted, man, from the referee standpoint. Anyway.
Yeah, let's pray to God, man. I hope that it's a good Super Bowl. The last Super Bowl these two played was a good game until the last sequence of the game where it came down to a penalty. But I thought it was a very entertaining game. Was that the fucking Super Bowl where everybody was slipping?
Yeah.
That was
I know it's crazy, man. I know all these conspiracies continue to come up, but remember, the guy that paints the field is a Chief
fan.
Yeah, if I remember correct, he's a huge Chief fan.
He's not a fan. He's the field guy for the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, the Chiefs were slipping too. So, like, look, can we have a game that just like we just play football and not have to deal with all this other stupid fucking bullshit? That'd be awesome.
I agree.
I mean,
hey, Matt,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I don't know what's next on the thing, but I want to make sure we fit in a little bit of film.
Okay.
Noel Mazzoni and I are breaking down last week, Wednesday, we broke down the Super Bowl from 2 years ago. Shout out to DV Sport for getting us that. So we're breaking down the Eagles on O, and then next week we're going to break down the Chiefs on O. But thanks to DB Sport, Matt, shout out to them. I got the latest playoff games in the queue here, and I wanted to run through a few things with you real quick. And this is Kansas City on O. Bailey, you can share it. From the Buffalo game this past weekend, Matt, that came down to the 4th and 1 stoppage. I just wanted to go through a few things with you and explain what the Chiefs are going to do on offense, and then I'll pull up the Eagles' defense against Washington from this past weekend, and we can kind of just go back and forth with the two teams that are going to play in the Super Bowl again in Super Bowl 59, 2 years removed from Super Bowl 57 rematch. This is what Mahomes does well, Matt. Gets the ball out of his hand. Andy Reid devises things to get their guys mismatches. We call it A&O as a play caller, angle and opportunity. Andy Reid's the best in the business at angle and opportunity, meaning that the O-line has angle and opportunity in the run game. The wide receivers have angle and opportunity on the defenders. And Mahomes understands that angle and opportunity and can get the ball out of his hands and doesn't hold it very long. If you look at him and Brady and Kurt Warner and the legends that have won Super Bowls, they don't hold the ball in the pocket and run around. They actually make plays with their feet, but eyes continue to work the field and the coverage manipulation. I think Mahomes does a great job of it. This is the finding the ball, finding the void. What does the Chiefs got to do on offense against the number one defense on stats against the Philadelphia Eagles, Matt? It will be a dry surface. There will be no weather involved in a dome. That won't be an excuse this week. What does this Chiefs team got to do against Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and that front four the Eagles present?
Look, I mean, they've got to do what they do. They've got to run the football with Pacheco. They need to make sure that they're downhill and supporting Mahomes in that regard. You know, one thing that Vic Fangio's defense is notorious for is in between the 20s, they'll bend, but when they get inside the 20, 25, the red zone, they're pretty hard to score touchdowns on. You know, if you look at that last play for Kansas City, that's the opening play of the game, and they go from 11 3-by-1 and the tight end scissor to 11 2-by-2, and they run symmetrical route combos. You see both hooks and both flat routes being attacked at the same time. So they throw the open hook route, and he gets a first down, and they keep the party going. So Philadelphia has got to do the same boring shit that Kansas City does all the time, and they do it so well. And they just take the 7 yards and keep the sticks moving. Philadelphia has to do the same thing in the passing game. They've got to make sure that they're restricting Kansas City's ability to control the ball and control the line of scrimmage and control the time of possession by, holding on to the football themselves and keeping Mahomes off the field. Jalen Carter's got to be the best player on the field. If 2A is going to go play left tackle and they're going to put 66 out there, and no offense to 66, I can't remember his name, but he was getting lifted off the ground in that game the other day by Jordan Phillips. Jalen Carter is 5 times the player Jordan Phillips is. So Jordan Phillips is a great player. I'm saying Jalen Carter is a bad motherfucker. So Jalen and Davis and the other guys out there that play the interior for Philly, they need to go be the best players on the field. Jalen Carter needs to go out and have an Aaron Donald type Super Bowl run.
Yeah,
and he needs to go be the reason they win this fucking game. So that will kind of submit him to as the premier 3 technique in this game. Again, I think he's special. I also think he's lazy. I think that he takes plays off, because he is so good. He can turn it on. I wonder what it'd be like if he really played hard as fuck every single rep. But all that said, Philadelphia's got a tall task in front of them, bro. Like, to think that they're going to, hold Kansas City under 24 points, I just don't see that happening, even though they are outstanding. So turnovers, and then you remember the way that the Giants beat the
Patriots
front four in those Super Bowls. The way they beat them. The D-line and face pressure. Like, it wasn't the defensive ends necessarily. It was the 3 techniques and the 1 techniques and the fucking games and really hitting Tom in the chest and making sure he couldn't step up and throw the football out of the pocket. So if they can't keep the pocket firm and wide and we can't operate inside that phone booth in order to distribute the football, we're fucked. So it's Jalen Carter's got to go be that guy. You pass rush in the fumble, play the run hard, destroy the double teams when they try and run it at you, and then not only make tackles and TFLs and sacks, but go get the football. Like, every time you get an opportunity, maybe when you get an opportunity to pick Mahomes up in this game and hold him up like he's a little kid, like he did to Stafford and guys like that, maybe it's time to DDT his ass and see how he feels when his fucking head and neck are jammed into the fucking ground at 100 miles an hour. Like, I know you'll get a 15-yarder and it'll be dirty, but it also might be the reason you win the Super Bowl too if you destroy his ass.
Yeah, Matt, this little RPO, this is the difference between Spagnuolo and McDermott. They're running an RPO with an outside zone scheme or a pin and pull. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it yet. But the back is going where the blue arrow is, cross face of the Q. The yellow circle is Patrick Mahomes' read key to throw this slant. We know it's man. It's single right here. We know that he's locked. He's locked. It's man free right here. He has a tight end on this side. And there's the yellow circle is going to tell Patrick Mahomes whether he gives or throws the football to all the fans listening. This is too easy. I want to ask Matt and Smitty as a defensive guy, why are we crossing the fucking face with the yellow circle as our read key? Why is he chasing the back when I have a backer right here and a nickel right here? I'm trying to figure out why we're crossing why is he giving – look at this void. Holy shit. Like, that is unbelievable. Unsound. It's unsound. I don't need four guys over there on the back. This is unsound football, in my opinion.
I'm trying to see it. Two tight ends over there. I'm trying to understand why.
There's two tight ends, tight end heavy.
It's stinger. I call it sting left slot. So we're sting left, two slide in, and we got slotted over here. And so here's your nickel. He's got him manned up. This is man Smitty, right?
Okay. Well, what you're saying is they should have just rolled the protection in essence.
No, 50. 50's the extra player here. He should have the back if he goes this way. Not 43 coming across 50's face.
Right.
Why is 43?
They should pass it off.
Pass it off, yeah.
Look at that. It's still in candy for Andy Reid.
And then also, if they pass it off, then 43's sitting there in the zone that he throws the fucking ball into.
I bet 43. I bet 43 is messed up though, JB. I don't think
he just messed up. The other side didn't run with the back. There was no communication. No one was like, "It's me on the motion."
I think Smitty and Matt. I think that nowadays these guys have no clue about college system and college offense at the NFL defensive coordinator level. Unless you're a college guy coming up to coach, the NFL now is being saturated with college concepts that I still think DCs that are old, stuck in their ways, are struggling with. And that's my honest opinion. Because, Matt, you and I know football from prior to RPO, prior to double and triple. In old school defense, if I didn't know that RPO existed, this is a normal football play, Matt. Full flow. Let's go. Yeah. Nowadays, don't you have to be a little bit slower, a little more disciplined, a little later on moving and voiding out areas when we have a thing called RPO? Jalen Hurts lives on it. Patrick Mahomes lives on it. Josh Allen lives on it. Burrow lives with it. These guys are running college concepts. We got to fucking either adapt or die, as you guys say all the time, the Mike Tomlin phrase. We got to start getting with the times. College football is resonating in the NFL level on the offensive side of the football to keep these quarterbacks that are so highly paid upright. So I think that's a huge issue that we don't see. We're not talking about. Take it out, Bailey. Matt, and I wanted to bring this up to you, Matt, because 2 years ago we watched this Super Bowl, and Shaun Salisbury and I broke it down, and we're like, why is the Eagles, who had the best defense all year, so ungap sound and getting gashed by Andy Reid and things that we never saw all year long? And I'm curious to see if it's going to be a flip this year, because 2 years ago in that game, the D coordinator was already out and has already accepted the job for the Arizona Cardinals, and he just hadn't said it yet. And Sirianni came out later and blasted him and said, you were 1 foot in, 1 foot out for a fucking Super Bowl against a guy like Andy Reid. It's a disservice to our players I think Roger Goodell and the union and everyone involved with the hiring process is doing a disservice to these teams that are making these late runs in playoffs. And this shit should not open until February 10th, the day after the Super Bowl, and then everybody can hire or what have you. I just think that if Kellen Moore, what the rumor is, he's already taken the New Orleans Saints job, just waiting for the Super Bowl to end. If this offense comes out and looks shitty against a Spagnuolo-led defense, the best big game DC ever, I think it's another Sirianni. Sirianni's going to be like, man, what can I do? I'm losing coordinators, which is a good credit to him. But then it's a disservice to these players who have come this far, Matt. And now I get half-assed lackluster effort in the Super Bowl because my coordinators are trying to hire coaches, Matt. Matt, you know damn well if I got the job and I texted you prior and I said, hey, dog, I'm going to get this job in 2 weeks. You know how many homies are texting us? Hey, dog, I want to be your D-line coach. I want to be your quarterback coach.
It's never ending.
So your phone don't stop. Your phone don't stop, Matt. So how am I prepping Spagnuolo and I'm fucking getting blown up by Matt? And I think it's unjust and unfair, and that's just my point. And I hope this don't happen with Kellen Moore. But I'm just saying, I think that the league has a problem, not just the coach, because we know the coach is going to take the job. I'm not saying don't.
This is the time frame that they set up as well. So what do you want the coaches to do? Like, they have to – you can't be like, no, let's wait until the season's over for us. They're going to go find somebody else because time is money in this job. So, you know, I'd like to think that a good coach can handle the sways, but how can you? You've got all this shit going on for the Super Bowl. Ticket requests and family and travel and bullshit. On top of the fact that you're going to the Saints, the Super Bowl's in New Orleans, where you're taking over the fucking head job. There's tons of distractions there.
I'm looking for a house, Matt. I'm looking for a house, my wife.
You're out trying to set up your future instead of, you know, really focusing on the present, which is the Super Bowl in front of you. Oh, man, this is a tricky one. I like to think that Kellen Moore can handle the different sways here, but I will not be surprised if they come out and underachieve a little bit and, like, they look a little confused. But at the same time, they run first offense. So I'd like to think that Jalen Hurts and Saquon and that offensive line can have their shit together, you know, especially after going to this game 2 years ago and not getting it done. That they've got to be really hungry and motivated to go get it done now.
When did he officially accept the job? The reason why I'm asking that question is they just put up 55 points last week. So, you know, again, maybe my timing is off. I don't think he accepted right afterwards, but regardless, he's been in the interview process. So just as we currently stand, it doesn't look like he's taking his attention or focus off this current season. I get what you guys are saying. Like, at the end of the day, you there's only so much time in a day, right? So if you're spending time interviewing, spending time doing this and the third, that's time away from watching film, putting up. So I get what you're saying. I'm not even saying you guys are wrong, but I mean, to this point, it seems like he's still been locked in and getting his offense to be productive.
Smitty, we all know football, though. If you can run the football for 7 touchdowns, and my quarterback doesn't have to, I don't have to really go through a lot of fucking conceptual read progressions in the pass game. It makes it real simple. I don't give a fuck who's calling the play. If my O-line is that good and I got Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts pulling it off the edge and I'm so ungap sound as Washington was in that game, you don't have to fucking worry about play calling. Here's the issue I have, though. The Lions, number 1 seed all year long. They lose both coordinators. Guess what? Early exit. San Francisco, they lose their coordinators. They go to a Super Bowl because why? Kyle Shanahan's the OC and the head coach. The common denominator here is Andy Reid continuing to win them versus teams that lose their coordinator because Andy Reid's the head coach and the play caller with Mahomes. He doesn't care if he loses his coordinators. He's the guy. That's why I have him on such a higher level than a Shanahan who does the same thing, who has yet to win one. So that's kind of my take on that whole thing. I think the Lions lose both coordinators. Was Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson really fully in against the Washington Redskins that first week and they lose? Ben Johnson's already a Bear. He's already hiring coaches. I just think that's an issue. And I go back years, and every team that's won a Super Bowl has faced a team that lost their coordinators in the run. And I think that is a huge thing. And
I would love to do that, to go back like 10 years.
Let's just go back to the last couple years. Gannon.
It's been going on forever.
Yeah, Gannon lost the job, left for the Cardinal job. We already knew it. Sirianni addressed it even. He was kind of pissed.
We know that.
The Lions lost this year. They're the number 1 seed. They knew both coordinators were gone. They lose first round. Nobody thought the Lions were going to lose first round, Smitty. So I'm just saying, you got to look at it. It's a conspiracy.
I don't know. A lot of us was like, I don't know, Jake Daniels with all the injuries the Lions had. Like it's context matters. All I'm saying. It's not as simple as
we'll call it a conspiracy because that's what we don't know facts. We'll call it a conspiracy, but the bottom line is the number 1 seed lost to the Commanders with a rookie quarterback, and their coordinators are both gone. So I can still call it what it is too. Like I'm just saying. And you lose a Bieniemy, you lose a Nagy, you lose a Eberflus, you lose a Doug Peterson. Guess what happens with Andy Reid? Still wins. Because he's the fucking play caller and the designer. I'm just saying, it doesn't matter who the Chiefs lose. These other teams depend on their coordinator because Dan Campbell's He's a tight end guy who's a manager of the team. He's not a play caller. Sirianni, manager of the team, not a play caller. Remember, Sirianni lost his OC, Johnson. And remember, Jalen Hurts, by the way, if the Chiefs win again against this Eagle team, Jalen Hurts has had 4 coordinators in a matter of 4 years, basically. Shane Steichen left for a head job. Johnson left, went to fucking, where'd he go? Commanders, I believe, too. You just lost, and then you're going to lose.
You got Kellen Moore, but Kellen Moore about to leave.
You're going to lose Kellen Moore. So, like, you know what I mean? Kudos to Andy Reid, keep winning. But I'm saying the teams he's playing are losing their guys, and the head coach is not the play caller. Only Andy Reid is. So I just think it has something to do with it. It's a bigger circle to dive into. Yeah. But it's
interesting for sure. I would like to just see, I would like to flip it and look at the teams that have won, not outside of Andy Reid, of course, like previous years, just kind of seeing okay, of the teams that won, how many of those coordinators were leaving too? Because I wonder there's some good numbers on that side too. But it's a good point for sure.
I get it. I mean, it is what it is. It's interesting. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
Hey, Matt, before you get out of here, Marshawn Lynch is taking the Patrick Mahomes bet to win the Super Bowl. He said because his dad gave him ass whoopings as a child.
Yeah, give us 1 minute. We're going to bring it up, man. But it's a funny video for sure. You know, we all know Mahomes' dad is a little bit of a character. Here we go. Video right here.
Yeah, smoke regular plastic tip Black and Miles like this nigga Patrick Mahomes' daddy, nigga. That nigga's a real nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? I did some shit with my nigga, bro. I bounced out the car. I sparked my black. Nigga, he pulled up. Nigga jumped out of Uber like this, though. It was what's the name? Uber Prius, too. That nigga jumped out the back of the Uber Prius like this, like, shit, what's happening? And the nigga pulled his black out and sparked it. I said, oh, nigga, we about to have a great show.
Oh, my goodness. No, he didn't.
Man, this nigga, he getting ism from a nigga who smoked blacks, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You can't bet against no nigga like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, you simple, bro. You
really I bet you he really got an ass whooping before, though. You feel me? He probably the last individuals in the league who really got a belt to ass type situation.
Yeah, because I got
But
I
man,
definitely
you can't
got that.
bet against no nigga who, you feel me, though, got the lungs of nigga. You feel me? Them niggas is built different on the inside, nigga.
Hey, I think he beat his dad. He was probably drunk. And the daddy was probably drunk as fuck every time, so he probably did beat him. So I don't know. I don't know where you are with that, but I would bet.
I like Black and Miles. Like I said, sometimes you need a belt to ass. That's what it takes.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts' daddy, though, is a football guy. I had him squatting fucking farm equipment at 5 years old. So I think both daddies here are gangster in different ways. One's from Texas. One's a baseball pitcher. Was a great pitcher, by the way, in Major League Baseball, Mahomes' daddy. So it's going to be interesting. I just hope it doesn't come down to coordinators like we discussed, Matt, because I hate to lose that game because the guy's already out the door.
Oh, well, yeah, I agree. But at the same time, let's be real. Andy Reid loses people all the time, like you just said, and it don't matter. So
no excuses.
You know, the other side keeps winning because it doesn't matter. The other sides keep coming up with excuses because apparently it's a problem. So maybe the players from Philadelphia should just fucking play better and go win,
right?
And take advantage of, like, I'm pretty sure they were up 31-20 in the third quarter of the Super Bowl and fucking lost. So
Jimmy's and Joe's, not X's and O's, homie.
You know, Mahomes has been down in every Super Bowl he's won. He's been down in the second half, and they came back and won. So
bad boy.
Somebody's got to step on the throat eventually.
Hey, here's the thing, though. That was kind of our point. Salisbury brought it up with me. Like, isn't that the point, though? Gannon's the reason they lost. They were up 14 in a loss on defense, and he was the next head coach for the Cardinals.
Sometimes I feel that. Yep. But sometimes you're just going against Mahomes, though, too. I know you don't like hearing that, JB, but it's just
Andy Reid. That's my point to this whole conversation.
He doesn't throw any fucking passes, but I will say that both of them together are pretty special.
Thank you.
Yeah,
JB has given Mahomes specifically credit. He finds a way to work around it every time.
I see the Super Bowls. I see that he hasn't had the Super Bowls. Like he's done. He wins though. He wins though. I ain't gonna say. I can't say.
Stop.
I can't say nothing. He wins. I can't say nothing. But I'm just saying. I've seen. It's not like he's dropping back and having Steve Young, Montana, Aikman Super Bowls. I'm just being honest. But that is what it is. Matt, what you got going this weekend?
Work every day. We got the show today at 1, and then we'll be back Monday morning.
Monday morning, we're here. We got the Super Bowl week. We're going to break down last Super Bowl. We'll try to do it with you on Monday if we can. Super Bowl 57 plus. We'll show some more film of these two. I'll do a cut up or something, and maybe have it on each side of the football so we can break down the do's and the don'ts for each team.
Monday.
And Matt, and just stay on that topic, not to beat a dead horse before you leave, but we're acting as if these coordinators leaving are going against, let's just be honest, a run-of-the-mill DC. These coordinators leaving are going against the best big game DC in the history of football in Spagnuolo. That is the issue I keep bringing up. If Kellen Moore really is leaving, it's not like we got this great team, we're going against an average run-of-the-mill DC. This motherfucker is doing things that, are giving QBs headaches at the line of scrimmage, pre and post snap. And Kellen Moore needs to be fully invested in going against this guy. That's all I'm saying, Matt.
I believe he fucking better be, or they'll get killed.
Yes, they will.
No doubt. Matt, see you Monday. Enjoy the weekend, and peace. Smitty, I got to take a piss like a Russian racehorse. We got a lot going on, though. We got this NBA, another betting scandal possibly around the same time as the issue that we brought up here with Porter. It happened in the same year. Nobody wants to talk about it. And I like Rozier. I used to bet Rozier all the time on DraftKings because Rozier was a bucket on my DFS picks. I take Rozier. You get him for decent coin, mix him in your lineup, and now look what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You got the fucking FBI investigating it. It's like this shit is crazy. Shaun King joins us on the other side. We'll take a piss break, and Smitty gonna shower and move his car and all that shit. And I'm gonna get me a coffee, take a piss break, and then we'll get back for the last hour on this free game Friday. And best believe we'll have some free game to discuss as well. I need Smitty to have better energy on the last hour though. Or I'm gonna do it alone. Infamous, one of the palm trees that Ash ate.
Can't fucking believe you. See this fucking dog? You see this? Who just eats a whole fucking palm tree, man? You guys are fucking shitting me. Just fucking unearthed the motherfucker. Ate the whole fucking thing. Like, who eats a whole fucking palm tree? Like, you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Now let's check now. Who did it? I'm gonna look at the fucking camera. Who fucking did it? Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Now, do we understand each other? Excuse me. There is no more fucking up palm trees. I'm tired of spending all this money, and now I've created a whole fucking barricade for you. So I don't want to have to dig this bitch out. I'm fucking dead. I'm old, my back hurts, I'm fucking stiff as a porn dick. Come here, sit down. Sit down. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down, now, you come over here with me. Come on. Here's what I had to do to fucking stop you. And I got a better, beautiful, bigger tree. So now, we are shitting in tall grass. Replanted it, bitch. Soiled it up. Put a little trellis in here. Put a bunch of fucking stones. Look like Stonehenge around this bitch. And now, Ash, are you gonna fucking try to dig this bitch out? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this again? So I had to. Ash, remember this? Remember you ate this? Did you do this? He ate once. I put this little moat around it. And just a sitting area. Come over here. We got the plastic basketball court and driving range. So if I ever want to pull out the big dog, that's our net. All we do is just slap down our driving range, you know. And bam, swing away. And that's where we swing into the net. Jimmy crack corn on this hoop. And here's my RV parking where I park the whips. Let's take you out and show you a few. Out these double gates, I'll show you a few cars. Come on out. So right here, of course, is the bad boy, the last year they made this Cadillac EXT, one of a kind. Can't find these anywhere. And then you come out here, you got the 650i, BMW, ragtop, 500 to the rear, white interior. You know, you can't beat it. This is my baby though, my truck. Full sound, custom sound system in both. Top notch, only as I do. And obviously, this is my crib. Oops. All right, that's JB's Cribs. Appreciate you jumping by, coming by. Listen, it's time to go. Now take your asses and get the hell out of here. I'm about to go cook some slapstick tri-tip. It's been a pleasure. Now go home. Peace. Get to look down on the property. That'll do it. Real Coach JB's Cribs. Peace.
Best intro video of everyone. It's crazy.
Hey, where's motherfucking Smitty?
Oh, I don't know. He's always late.
Oh, I'm about to get on both of y'all last. Wait till Smitty get back on here. Yeah. About to get on both of y'all.
What you think about Trump saying that DEI hires are the reason why we crashing planes and all kind of shit? That motherfucker comedy. I think he's comical as fuck. He just say whatever. He's like me as a president, Shaun. He just come out and say whatever's on his mind. You would be my, what do you call it? What's the guy? The guy that like puts together my teleprompters and shit. You would be. You'd be like, JB, you cannot say that shit.
Oh hell no! I had your words out of order, your sentences backwards. I had you all fucked up on trying to read the prompt.
Hey,
oh man! If nothing else, man, listen. Trump got a plan. He gonna put it in place. Regardless, if you like it, dislike it.
He's already talked to the media more in 5 days than Biden did in a year. Hey, I got to ask you something. You mentioned something to me. I'm not going to mention it live, but Cam Newton, I talk to Cam and all the time, and Cam and Steve Kim got a little beef going, and Cam came on the show, and Cam was like, JB, we're content creators now. Whoa. Cam's taking full advantage of it because he's like the hottest thing on the internet right now. He's on ESPN right now with a brim, talking shit about everything. He's got like 12 hot takes going on. I know you mentioned he had the baby mama on his show, and then some crazy shit happened there. I just still haven't watched it. I got to go watch it. But what's your overall take? Not even a specific take he has, but right now, Cam Newton in the media world, like positive, negative, good, bad, indifferent? Where do you at with Cam's new role in this media space?
I just think that he's too intelligent. He's too smart to, in my opinion, stoop to some of the topics that he decides to engage. Like, I am completely against black-on-black crime in sports media. I mean, and I say that because you don't see any of our white counterparts attacking each other. You just don't see that. It's always a black face attacking another black face. And I just feel like it's too many sports, too many interesting people playing the sports, to get into the personal attacks. That's the only part about those people that I wish they would stay away from. Other than that, do your thing, dog.
Yeah, I agree. Him and Steve and Whitlock got beef. It's funny because like Ryan Clark and these guys that are out here, and Marcellus got going on, the beef going on, and Marcellus came out to the yacht last week, and we went out and hung out, and we were talking privately. And he's like, and I brought it up. I'm like, man, Ryan Clark was the guy advocating to get rid of Anthony Lynn in San Diego when he was the head coach for the Chargers, but then goes on ESPN and talks about we don't have enough black head coaches. You literally came out on your platform and said, fire Anthony Lynn, homie. Like it makes zero sense. That, again, that's black on black to me. If we're going to advocate for the lack of, then we need to promote, not deteriorate and take down. And I'm just like, man, that shit is crazy to me. But that's your point, I guess. That's to your point. I mean, that's what we see. But then on the other side,
and when it comes to should a guy get fired or not, as long as you got facts to back up your opinion, I'm cool with that. Like, that's a part of the game.
And my fact was, Marcellus and I were arguing, Anthony Lynn never had a losing season in San Diego. And then you go and hire some, And the hire failed. Didn't they hire Staley after they fired Anthony? I don't know if it was Staley after Lynn or
it was Staley, because remember that's when Tyrod Taylor got his lung taken out in the training room.
Yeah, you're right.
And Justin Herbert, because remember he was starting over Justin Herbert, and then he went to the training room and they damn near killed him. And Justin Herbert started
against the Chiefs, right?
They fired Lynn at the end of the year, brought in Staley.
Shaun King
waiting for real beef. Hey, first of all, hold on, no, don't disappear, JB, because you're part of it. God damn it. What time does 8 o'clock segment start? I wake up, I'm trying to be great. I get up at 7, put some water on my face, some water on my ass. You know what I mean? Make sure my beard's straight, my head shaved up. Listen to the show so I get like a vibe or feel for what y'all got going. I'm trying to make 8 to 9 Monday and Friday destination viewing. So don't start my segment with y'all bathroom breaks and all of that other shit. Now, I do like the new intro. I watched the new intro. It's fire. Thanks. Salute to Bailey, y'all, for putting me in it. But don't do your bathroom breaks at 8. Do the bathroom breaks at 7:45.
I'm gonna blame my coach for that, and I'll apologize for that because me being one of the leaders of the show, I got to take some ownership. He shouldn't have told you 8 o'clock on the nose because we've always at the top of the hours is supposed to be right around where commercial break's supposed to be, right around that 6:55 to 7 window.
Okay, well tell me 8:10 then, because I feel like JB starts the team meeting at 7 a.m. but then he keeps my fucking players long. And so my 8 a.m. position meeting, half the room ain't up.
And then our show ends up being like, we don't get off till 9:15. I got a meeting at 9:30. I'm running around. So I'm with you. That's something we got to clean up. But I will tell you this. Plan for 8:05 or 8:10. That's your window. Is that fair?
Okay. Yeah.
And then
by the way, I'm not worried about what you got to do after the show. I'm talking about my hour.
I know, but I'm going to tell you, it's a connection, though. It's all connected. You come, we bring you on later. The show go later. Bailey came to his job, Matt cussed him out, and then it messed up. Everybody's day messed up.
Yeah, y'all get Matt the fuck out of here. Colorado ain't they don't even got no space nowhere in the global, who gives a fuck meter anymore.
Nah, I went on real quick. I recognize the trend with you. You always go with Matt. I don't know why. You often throw a little jab at Matt. What's your beef with Matt?
Matt be talking shit. That's why.
I gotta defend the show's
Hey,
honor.
JB, before you say that, you know who I am? I'm every special teams coach in America.
Yeah, you are.
Every special teams coach in America, hey, fuck all of y'all. When can I get some time to meet with my special teams?
Hey, you're the tight end coach. You're the tight end coach. You got one tight end, and you want that 15 minutes. And I give you 15 minutes with tight end. Here's the issue. I gotta defend the show though, because I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling BPS. Shaun King will be the first one to come late and leave early.
Facts.
But he want to talk about this. He want to hold us on the carpet. He'll come late, leave early.
On Monday, Shaun, you just left.
No, he just leave.
I text JB and Bailey 30 minutes before I left.
No.
Yes, I did. Hey, Bailey, come defend me. Did I not text y'all before I left?
Factor cap. Was it 30 exactly?
I don't know. I got a show going. I'm live on TikTok.
I believe Shaun, you text me. I gotta look at my text. But yeah, you said gotta go at 8:45. Yeah, you did text me. There you go, Shaun.
Damn, JB.
But we didn't know, Smitty. You and I don't know.
You didn't text me.
I text you the same time I text Bailey.
And here's the crazy part.
He ain't say nothing to that.
Here's the crazy part about it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
He ain't got no ammo.
Because you know what? Fuck it. Because Shaun King been on ESPN. He been at Fox. It was in Vegas, had a show. He knows, Smitty. You two know better than me that you got to pay the bills, and usually it's at top of the hours on this type of show. And he know 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 is bill paying time. He know that on ESPN. He know better. So he knows that hour slot means 57, 55. Him and Marcellus, Sean Salisbury all work together. They all say the same shit, but now it's my fault. See,
you know what I'm piggybacking on? Just to let y'all know that I do watch the show. So shout out to everybody out there who tunes in for my segment. I tune in for everybody else's. I watched the other morning when you was on Smitty's ass for being late, and Smitty was trying to get mad at you and Bailey because y'all don't give him the rundown the night before.
Right? Yeah, BPS.
Yeah, because I like to have a rundown before, because at night I'm chilling, I got my TV on, I'm settling down. I can go through all the topics, get my brain thinking like, okay, bam, we got Deshaun Watson, we got Justin Tucker going for, okay, bam. So now I can get my thoughts ready. We get it right before the show. I gotta do that real quick. I can do that because I'm a bad boy, but I prefer to have a night before. I got a morning routine, son.
So we gotta dive right into this brass tacks right here. Speaking of that, Factor Cat, did not every single mainstream media outlet discuss Deshaun Watson when the allegations came out about his issues?
Oh,
and did they?
Yeah, brushing this Justin Tucker shit under the rug or something. Well, first of all,
I want to get your take on this. Go ahead.
Yeah. They went at Deshaun too hard to ignore the Tucker thing. Now, I will say, when I found out the Tucker thing is from 2012 to 2016, it kind of got my side eye a little bit. Like, I don't know why somebody would wait 9 years, like, before they make a big deal about this. But they gotta. I mean, you can't attack Deshaun like they did. I mean, they attacked Deshaun so hard. He was healthy, and the Texans didn't feel comfortable playing him for a full year.
Can I say why I think they're bringing it up now? Because the broads that were affected by it or bullshit and lying and making it up, whatever way you want to say, the allegations, right? The allegations, allegedly. Let's be honest, because he's a fucking kicker, no? And they just found out the motherfucker got a little coin. He was a kicker. He not the quarterback. They didn't even know who the fucking guy was, maybe.
But Justin Tucker been that dude for like years.
Still, he ain't on commercial. Nobody knows. These broads don't know him. The bulk me. They don't know him. Like, let's be honest. They don't know him. The Tide massage. Robert Kraft and them don't. Them broads don't know him. So
I ain't saying he guilty, not guilty. I'm just saying when stuff like this happen with athletes and it be from 8-9 years ago, I always look at it with the side eye. Like, especially if he's gotten banned from like multiple massage parlors and like nobody's ever said anything until now.
It ain't massage parlor. It's hotels. It's the text I just got from an insider in Baltimore. Hotels that he goes to places that don't allow this shit. He'll have the broad come to the Hyatt, and then they figured it out and said, nah, you ain't coming to Hyatt no more, homie. So, like, it's some weirdo shit. It's not like you go into it's not like you go into Kraft's rubbing tub out in Florida and shit.
Who's your insider in Baltimore?
The homie. Hey, Bailey, show this picture. Show the picture of those three. It's a new documentary we're going to do. We're going to include Shaun King in.
Shit, don't put me up there with Watson and the Okay.
Shaun, we got this documentary I told
here's what's crazy. Kraft is the only one of those guys that was actually arrested. Wasn't Kraft arrested leaving the place?
Yeah. Hey, we're doing a documentary, though. It's called Untucked. And it's going to be Diddy's going to make an appearance. It's going to be on Epstein Island, Jay-Z, a couple other Oprah. And then we're gonna put Kraft. He's going to be the mediator and the narrator of it. And then Deshaun's going to come in there and do some TikTok dances and shit. I think it'll hit.
It's a cold world out there, man.
I was even trying to say something. Like,
cold world out there, buddy. Y'all better be careful, man.
Be careful, man.
Hey, all right. We got a rundown for you, Shaun.
Hey, you know all those YouTubers that go to those countries and they film their massage sessions? Y'all pro athletes, man. Y'all better start filming the massage sessions, dog.
Hey, Shaun, to piggyback yesterday, before we get into your topics, to piggyback on yesterday's take, where are you at? Because you're a player, you're a former player, you're a coach. You know you have a heartbeat, or you have a footprint on the heartbeat of the landscape. You got your foot in it. Let me ask you, this kid, a D2 kid, goes out and sues now the NCAA, which, by the way, D2 is part of the NCAA. It's not a Diego Pavia JUCO case. JUCO's not associated. This kid is suing because he thinks now that he needs another year too. And listen, no shot at you, young man, but you're a D2 player for a reason, and you're probably not a big-time NFL draft board guy. Even though I was D2 guys, there's a lot of D2 guys, Larry Allen, Eric Williams, a lot of D2 greats that played in the NFL. 28% of D2 played in the NFL. But obviously, for you to need another year, meaning you're probably not on the board. And this is just becoming a joke at this point. Is it not? I mean, how many years do you really want to play college football?
JB, you know where I stand with this. Like, to me, part of the excellence it takes to be a professional athlete is the fact that you only get 5 years in college.
Right. You gotta make it the
like,
most
to me,
of it.
that's a part of it. Like, I think college should have an age limit on it. If you turn 23 before or during your final season, you're ineligible.
Steve Kim said the same thing. That's crazy. That's crazy that you said the exact same thing.
Bullshit. Like, I'm telling you, I don't give no credit to all these guys that's 23, 24, in some cases 25 years old that are balling in college. You should be.
Yeah.
Like college not supposed to be set up like as far as the athletic side. Now you can be 60 and go back and get your degree. Go ahead and handle your business. But on the athletic side, college to me shouldn't be set up for these guys to get 6, 7, 8 seasons. Like that's ridiculous.
There's the anomalies, right? You got the Mormon mission kids. You got the Greenpeace kids, who's very few. You got more Mormon mission kids than anything. And then you got the 3 service schools, Army, Navy, and Air Force, right? So, and those guys, to be honest, I don't know the rule, but I think they're out of there by 27, aren't they? 26? So, like,
See, I thought the military guys, their commitment was after.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Their issue comes when they want to play pro.
On a limit. Yeah, I still think the military guys have an age limit too, because if it my brother's in the Air Force, I know there's limitations to the armed forces. They need new blood too. They'd be asinine to keep guys in there until they're 28 years old and not get the new guy in the Army, Navy, and Air Force, right? Like,
yeah, you can call me a hater, whatever, man. Get y'all ass off the field. Like that's what makes it special.
I'm all for the high school kid too. I'm for the high school kid to get the fucking in there. I in the new blood, the high school kid, the blood life of recruiting always has been the organic part of it was high school and JUCO. Get those guys in there. Those are the guys that are trying to make the way. You've already been in college. You got a scholarship out of high school. You're 18 years old. You're 23. You should be gone. That's late, actually. I mean, that's.
I would be comfortable if you turn 23 before or during your last season of eligibility, you're ineligible for that season.
I was a supplemental pick by the Chiefs. I believe I just had turned 23. I want to say, and I was a later JUCO guy. I was an older guy. I had a baby. I did all the JUCO shit, the hood JUCO shit. I went through that whole process. I still felt a certain way. I was like, I gotta get fucking out of college. I'm 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then all our homies at the time, oh, you got hurt, Shaun. You getting a 6-year. Like, cats would be embarrassed for that. Nowadays, they're fucking They want to be 8 years, 9 years.
It's different now because it's now it's like actually a job for a lot of them at least because they're actually getting paid. So a lot of these guys like shit. I might not have no real career at the NFL level, and realistically, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make this type of coin that I'm making now in the real world. So let me maximize it. It's like Diego Pavia. Diego Pavia had this crazy year, with Mazon, right? That they never probably expected. Now his brand blew up. He's like, shit, I gotta find a way to at least get one more year so I can make as much money as I possibly can before I go into the real world and get me a 9 to 5.
That's my point, though. You are in the real world, and you're taking money from people that have earned their right to get into that spot. To me, you are in the real world at 25 years old, homie. You're taking jobs that you shouldn't have anymore. You're holding on to a loophole NCAA decision or court order that is allowing you to continue a career that has no future. Or you would have already been in the NFL, Smitty. To me, you're taking money that really doesn't it doesn't work. To me, it's kind of like an oxymoron. I need new blood, but I got this old cat hanging on because of a rule that you've created to give these guys extra years since COVID. They took COVID and they just ran with it, and now they're making it a mockery, dog. It's a scam.
I hear you, but I guess what I'm saying is I'm not going to blame the players. Let's blame the system.
Absolutely.
If I'm a player, Shaun, and I'm able to make more money, and I know it's probably a long shot for whatever reason that I'll have like a good career, even making it in the NFL. Shit, why not make a couple extra $100,000 to just put me in a good position? So when it's really done and it's over, now I'm starting my life off in a way better position financially than I would be if I would have left at 21. So I'm saying I don't blame the kids in this.
For context, JB, I was the quarterback for the Bert Emanuel catch. That's Bucks at Rams NFC Championship game. So all those graphics that everybody saw, I was the first rookie ever to start in a conference championship game. I was 21 years old the day of that game.
Damn. Yeah. See, that's just that. And by the way, why does the NFL, who is the aspiring level for kids to be at, why is their rule 3 years out of high school? You have to be 3 years removed. That's 21 years old. Yeah. If college is allowing you to play till you're 28, it makes no sense, Smitty. That's the whole reason I fight it, because it makes 0 sense. And you know, if it don't make sense, it don't make dollars, right? That's what they say. Here's the point I'm making, though. In all this being said, like we continue to push this envelope and take advantage of. I disagree with it's a system thing. I agree with the system thing, but I disagree with the kid taking advantage. At some point, you have to have some sort of integrity and a parental advisory, a parent that says, hey, dog, it's your time to hit this fucking fence. Your time to go get the real world job. Because at the same time, okay, go get $100,000 in college. If you're a mid-major, if you're a mid-of-the-road guy, go make you another $100,000 and keep that bag and stay in the portal. But there's a lot of kids losing out from the high school level or JUCO level that don't get the opportunity for a mid kid, some average Joe, to go steal $100,000 because he's in the portal like 7,000 other kids are. And I just think that I think at some point, Smitty, I'm just speaking to myself. I would be out. I'd get the fuck out. I'd be feeling some sort of secondhand embarrassment that I'm still trying to hold on to something.
Even in this, like, I know it's hard for you to change your brain, but even in this era where you're getting actual money, you're getting all this money.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that.
You'd be like, fuck the money, fuck the $100,000. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go work in sales 9 to 5.
You know, and I'm trying to conceptualize that what you're saying. I'm trying to say, okay, if the money was thrown at me at 23, would I say no? So I'm trying to play devil's advocate, but I gotta be real with myself, which I've always been. If I'm 23 and I'm only getting thrown at $50,000 or $100,000, I'm not going to the NFL anyway. I'm not that good.
But that's not. But what I'm saying, I think some players are cool with that because it's different now. What I'm saying,
that's my problem, though.
College now is like the G League of the NFL. In a sense.
I know, but that's my problem.
So
right, like I'm just mediocre as shit, and I'm gonna milk it. Like that's my problem as a man. I gotta become there's gotta be Shaun King. I don't know what you teach your household.
Grow up.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what your age is. You know, back in the day, Smitty, you had parents that told you, all right, you don't have to do it, but at 18, you getting a job or you getting the fuck up out of here, right? That was our thing, right? That was our parents told it, right? That was what we grew up on. At what point do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, dog, I'm 23 years old. It's time to be a man. Why am I out here fucking with 18-year-old girls in the dorm and fucking with these young kids and taking opportunity? At some point, I have to ask myself, when is enough? That's all I'm saying. And at some point, it comes down to some sort of integrity or self-awareness or something. I'm just saying. We got guys that are 32.
Like a Bo Nix. Who I
Steve is a 32-year-old kicker, Smitty.
Bo Nix was in college forever, it felt like. He was in college forever. Worked out for him.
But he's not.
Made big-time college money, got drafted pretty high, and had a hell of a rookie year in the NFL as a he like 24, ain't he, if I'm not mistaken? 24.
Yeah, him and Penix were 24.
Penix as well.
Jaden was
23.
Jaden McCarthy was 23.
Yeah, that's the age we're talking about.
The only one who was normal age, I think, was Drake May. I think Drake May was like 22.
Got you.
Here's the thing. Before we beat this dead hard, we can move on. Here's the thing, though. Eventually, aren't we going to just keep going? And now,
older and older.
27 and 28 and Chris Winkie now. Chris Winkie's the norm now. Like, what are we doing? The NFL's not going to get better from this.
Well, to push back on that though, so obviously I know they just changed the JUCO rule, so that's going to play like a big role in this age conversation. But to your earlier point, JB, a large part of these guys having all these years is because of what? The COVID rule. That shit going in here. Ain't that shit over? Like, we're past. Like, at some point.
Yeah, but they've added so many rules now. Like, you can play 3 games and still redshirt that year, and they got all kind of loopholes and bullshit now.
Here's the issue I have with the fundamental issue I have, and this is what it is. You can give me your argument that if you love the game, you play it as long as you can. That's what some people are putting in the chat. Let me tell you something, homie. It's called the fucking Arena League, CFL, semi-pro. It's called other things to do. It's not college anymore. You're a grown-ass man. Get your ass out of college. That's why we had the UFL, XFL, other things to do with other grown men, Smitty. Like, that's the problem I have. Don't bring me that argument because it don't hold water. 28 years old playing in the fucking at Alabama that doesn't work for me.
Go to the XFL. There's leagues out here. The Arena Football League. You're not good enough. Go get paid doing a professional league. Like, I'd rather tell my daughter when I'm 30, if I had a kid, you know what? I left college and I played pro. She don't even know what pro I played.
Right.
I played pro. Like, what do you tell your daughter now? I got paid until I was 30. Damn, you played pro, daddy? Nah, I was still at Ball State.
I hear that, but also if I got a kid and I'm like, Ball State paid me $500,000, that's why I was able to get to put this down payment on this house so I could take care of you and put you in this position. At that point, put the pride aside, all that shit. I'm trying to take care of my family. So I hear what y'all saying, but
Smitty, here's my context on why I want the age limit. Accountability is necessary for a kid to realize their full potential.
Mm-hmm.
That clock needs to start as soon as they graduate high school. You got 5 years, damn it.
10 semesters. 10 semesters.
To get it right. So if you want to jack around and be Johnny Jackoff for 2.5 years, we're not going to give you another 2.5 on the back end. So you got get in here, get done what we asking you to get done, get your development headed in the right direction. Let's max it out and let's see where it leaves us.
That's a hell of a point.
Yeah.
I never thought about that angle, but you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Well, when players know this is their window, you figure it out or don't figure it out, and then your career is gonna be over. And
I use it as an example for the next talented kid that comes through.
Yeah,
I agree. Hey, Shaun, Smitty's got the rundown, but we're gonna dive into this NBA betting issue.
Yeah.
But I want to tie it into the referee issue that we're seeing in the NFL. Matt's on this Blandino thing came out. Blandino, his brother, basically signed an NDA when he left to not talk about it. He thinks the NFL's rigged. He thinks the NFL's rigged and all this shit. And Troy Aikman's come out and said basically agreed, kind of talking about the betting side of it. The betting side of it, period, is the common denominator here, regardless of the rule, the conspiracy we can bring up. But the bottom line is DraftKings, FanDuel, when they threw billions of dollars at NFL and billions of dollars at NBA, respectively, giving money to Pat McAfee's of the world and all these different platforms to talk betting. That's the slippery slope we're in, right? Isn't that going to affect something? Because people are going to see dollar signs and use it to their advantage, especially the players that can actually affect the outcome of what the bettors are actually betting. Is that not where we are? Didn't we open this box up?
All right, Shaun?
You're a better, Shaun.
Yeah, you thinking about it.
I was reading what Troy said and what Blandino's brother said. I kind of was just like,
you pull it back up. Yeah.
The frustrating part, I already read it. The frustrating, you can 3-box it, Bailey. I want my full face there. I'm handsome. I want everybody to see it.
Hey, Smith, Shaun wants like the most out of this hour.
They know time. We want to be on time. He want the intro video. There we go. Yeah, there we go. He want the intro video. He want the music track. He want to be on the intro of the show.
Hey, here's the frustrating part.
Yeah. There we go.
The simple things they make complex, and the complex things they make simple. Like when you're watching an NFL game, the most obvious call will go to replay, and the dude will be sitting in the replay thing looking at it for 5 minutes, and you like, there is clear and decisive evidence of what the call is. What the hell is taking you so long? Then we'll have a situation where the game is on the line and it's an obvious drop, and they allow the ball to be snapped, and the next play starts before the replay, is signaled to be needed. Like, just do the common sense things right, and I think people will be like, okay, it ain't rigged. But I always go back to the opening game of the year. Was it Kansas City, Baltimore?
Yeah.
And they called all those illegal procedures on Baltimore for the left tackle. And Kansas City's right tackle is 2 yards in the backfield on every alignment. And it's like, are y'all kidding right now? Like, so some of the stuff is just human error. Some of it's like things that you put in certain like corporate capsules take longer than they should. But just common sense, man. Some of the common sense stuff really frustrates me. I'm not going to say it's rigged because I don't think any players are involved. And if the players aren't involved, for me, rigged is an extreme word that I don't necessarily know if that's accurate, but influenced might be a word I would agree to more.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you. It's tough. Like you said, the players aren't involved. So to say it's rigged is probably a stretch, but it just feels like there's moments, right, in certain games where it's like, I mean, JB brought it up earlier. There's been more than a couple games with the Chiefs where the spread is a certain number, right? And then, they take a safety or they take a knee in a weird situation or some weird flag allows the team to, kick this last minute field goal when it's a blowout and it wasn't even needed. And then now you made the field goal and now, people, and Shaun, you bet more than us. So you probably actually been involved.
So I 100% think there are certain head coaches who are aware of the spread.
Right.
And some of them care and some of them don't. Then I think there's another percentage who got no idea what the spread is. I will say this. I think the NBA would be easier to rig than the NFL.
Oh, 100%. It's only 5 players on the court. You know what I'm saying? It's just easy to get one player could change everything. Football you could, but it's so many moving pieces, so it's a little harder to do that. So
let's dive into this Rozier thing, who I bet on quite often on DFS. It's kind of the same time frame, Shaun, as the Porter kid brother, who I think's in jail, right?
Yeah, Jonte Porter. I'm pretty sure he's in jail.
So, I don't know if he's in jail, but he's banned right now.
I thought he got locked up though.
I think there's some cooperating going on. I think he was a small bug in a bigger scheme.
Well, this might be it though. This there might be a lot of this going on in this thing. To your point though, we've seen Donahoe. What's his name? Donahoe.
Terry Donahoe.
No, that's the coach. Donahoe, I believe, was the referee that is on record, right, of cheating blatantly. And it's crazy, Shaun, because you ever seen that movie with DiCaprio where he was a thief and then became FBI's #1 helper on catching thieves? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what Donahoe does now? Wasn't he the NBA guy? And then he basically got caught. He went to jail, banned, and now he's the one that talks about all this shit at the NBA level. Like,
so you don't give the man a whole new last name, huh? Now his name Donahoe.
What was his name? Donahue? Donahue?
You know the man last name. You're so disrespectful.
Donahue now works with the NBA after you were banned. That's crazy. But Pete Rose still ain't in the fucking Hall of Fame. So make it make sense, man.
Hey, Pete Rose will get in now that he's dead.
That's what's crazy about it.
They were afraid of Pete Rose's speech. Pete gonna call out everybody.
By the way, Porter pleaded guilty in July to wire fraud, conspiracy, and was subsequently banned from the NBA for life. He faces up to 20 years in prison when he is sentenced on May 20th. Just for context.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's some cooperating going on.
Wait, May of this year, 25?
When they give you that big number and you end up in the jail, well, you go tell on your mama. Hey,
and by the way, Pete Rose bet on his motherfucking self. I believe there's context to that. You can talk about all that, but these other cats are blatantly throwing games with their team and their fan bases and shit. This guy bet on himself and got fucked over.
Well, Jonte bet on himself too, but then he would foul out or do stuff like that.
So here's my problem with Rozier and Porter, if it's true. All right, they have this thing called player props, right? Smitty to have more than 2 tackles for the game or more than a half a sack.
Yeah.
The issue I have with Rozier and Porter is it looked like they were giving information for people to take the under.
Right.
Like basically Porter was telling guys, okay, I'm going to fake an injury so I know I won't hit these numbers. I don't know exactly what the specifics of Rozier are, but I would have a problem with guys saying under.
Yeah.
If your homeboys are like, yo, King, man, that player prop 21.5. Oh, man, go bet that. I'm going for 30 tonight, baby. I'm cool with that.
Here you go, Shaun.
I got an issue when it starts being like, nah, I take the under, man. I'm gonna pass that rock tonight, baby. I ain't gonna shoot it, or You know, now I'm at like that. That's where the egregiousness in it comes. Because there's some bravado that goes with being a professional athlete.
Right.
Like in high school, a guy would be like, "Oh, what you finna do this week?" Man, I'm finna throw for 304, man. These boys can't hold me. Like, that's ingrained in an elite athlete.
Yeah.
I've never been like, oh man, I'm 152 picks. You know, no. The unders, that's why they got the unders capitalized.
I'm too competitive. Yeah.
That's why the unders is capitalized. Because now
Let me give you context. So this cat 2 years ago came out, dropped 24 in the first quarter and claimed he was hurt and didn't play the whole rest of the year. That's crazy. That's Rozier. And they're like, undisclosed injury, by the way. Quote. That's crazy to your point. Like, if that's the case, that's jellable, dog.
Yeah,
just for the game purposes, Smitty. Just for the game, like the I don't know.
What was the bet he made on that then? He played one game, dropped 24.
Maybe 20 and a half.
Under 30 points for the year or some shit?
No, for the game. Well, he already played all whole year, like a lot of the season, and then
for the game. I'm sorry, I got that. Okay, my fault. I misunderstood.
That particular game, he drops 24 and then don't play no more towards the end of the year. It's crazy to me to think that the integrity again is my issue.
And let me put a PSA out to athletes. I think sometimes they forget. You know, they're not as smart as we think, JB. Just like you would think after Deshaun Watson dropped the ball in front of the goal line, was that a decade ago? Nobody would ever do it again. We had 10 of them in 2024, right? So, listen, this shit got real jail time behind it, dog. Like, they are talking about Porter could do 20 years. All my friends know I'm the biggest snitch in the circle because I'm a civilian. Ain't no goddamn word. Snitch not even a word with civilians. That's a criminal enterprise word. Two criminals are both doing illegal activities. If one of us gets caught, I'm not going to tell on the other one.
Right.
I am a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. If they knock on my door and tell me I'm going to jail, if I don't tell on your ass and you did something in front of me that I know about, your ass is gas, cuz I am telling.
Here's the issue, though. Like, this is the problem, too. We'll suspend a dude. Like in the NFL, we saw a couple wide receivers, right? Get suspended for betting. But you can hit abroad and play that year. That tells me they're betting trumps everything.
Absolutely.
That's just crazy to me.
Because
That's
so when you put your hands on a female, you are impacting yourself, your personal brand, your ability to participate in something that you're talented enough to participate in. When you start letting the public, know that you don't take guys betting on the game seriously, now the integrity of the entire league is in jeopardy. And that could cause, I don't care how big the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, they all could fail if something got out of control that they couldn't, rein back in.
Yeah. Well, let's switch gears here, man. Goes to NFL. Ask you this question, Shaun, man. So Ben Johnson reportedly reached out to his now defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, before the Lions season ended to ask if he wanted to run his defense in Chicago. I know JB has made it very clear on his thoughts behind this process as far as these coaches interviewing before the seasons are over, and made a good point of saying we should wait till the day after the Super Bowl before we open it up for teams to be able to do this. But if this is, assuming this is true, do you take issue with this, Shaun, knowing that, how the season ended for the Lions and they get upset, knocked out first round?
This is not a Ben Johnson problem. This is an NFL problem. Yep. This is almost like college's issue right now with NIL and early signing day being before the college football playoff. Like, this is a league or NCAA issue. You should not allow any head coach position to be filled or any interview for a vacant head coach position to occur until after the Super Bowl. Yeah. Because what other, Ben Johnson, what other choices he have?
Right. If he don't do it, they're gonna hire somebody else. Now you miss out on an opportunity.
And for context, during the regular season, you hear people talking about how coaches grind, right? Like, oh my, we in the office all day, every day for a regular season game, trying to make sure that we turn over every stone and we're preparing for every situation. But then when we get to the pinnacle of our season, which is the playoffs, you mean to tell me my coordinator's got no fucking time to do 3 head coaching interviews the week of a playoff game?
That's what I'm saying, man. And the common denominator I keep saying is Andy Reid. He calls the plays, the head coach. He can care less who he loses because it's all him and Mahomes compared to these other guys.
Yeah.
But I don't blame the coordinators. It's an NFL problem. They should not allow any interviews or position to be filled to after the Super Bowl. You have time after the Super Bowl. There's still time before the combine, before the draft, all of that.
Yeah. Here's arguments I have. Here's arguments to defend both sides. Number one, if the rule changes for everyone, then I don't want to hear your number one argument out here in the public. And this is what the number one argument for them is. The teams have to find the coach because the coach is going to be limited on who I can actually get because they're getting scooped up. That wouldn't happen if everybody could start talking February 10th, the day after the Super Bowl. It wouldn't happen. The other argument is you're allowing guys to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out in a time where you're not college. I don't need to recruit. I have scouting services for each individual NFL team. They know who the board's already on. You're not coming into a new job and starting over on the whole board as to who I'm drafting. And there's GMs in place in most instances, unless you're a Raider or a Jag where you fire the GM late. Yeah. Other than that, though, there's management in place. I don't need to get in there to rebuild a weight room. This ain't an HBCU or JUCO where I got to go start over and build this thing in January. This is the NFL. You ain't doing shit anyway until fucking April.
Ain't no mat drills in January, none of that shit.
There's no argument to me that February 10th, the day after the Super Bowl, should be everyone. That way, to me, it's fair too, fair game to where, all right, I really could evaluate Jerry Jones' crazy ass. Do I really want to go to the Cowboys as the head coach? Do I really want to go to Jacksonville? Do I really want to go? And to me, it helps the owner decide if I'm keeping Mike McCarthy now. Maybe he don't jump the gun so quickly and or Mike McCarthy don't get fucked off and misses out on this cycle where he could have been the Chicago Bears head coach, but he couldn't interview.
And think about this, JB. There's only 32 of these companies in the world.
Yeah.
Like the NFL has no competition anywhere on this God green earth. And you mean to tell me to fill one of those power positions in one of those 32 companies, you're going to do it via Zoom? Because you're not willing to wait an extra 30 days to after the Super Bowl? Like, how am I going to hire a guy over Zoom?
I'm not taking a job. If I'm the interviewee, I'm not accepting the job based off of the Zoom. All right, Shaun, we're offering you the job just like this, virtually. See you Monday. No. Hold on, sir. I want to come in and I want to meet your secretary. Yeah. I want to meet I want to see the weight room.
I want to ask some questions around the building. I want to feel the energy. Hell yeah.
I want to see I want to meet the goddamn grounds guy.
Yeah. You know what I'm getting into, man.
What the food tastes like in here? What's the cafeteria like?
Hey, JB, here's what you learn when you do that, though. You get a temperature for how the organization is run. Yeah. So you know what you're going into.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack.
Jones, your organization's fucked. The Jacksonville Jaguars, you guys are shitty. So it doesn't matter what you.
All the jobs are filled now, right?
If Kellen Moore, if the rumors are true, Kellen Moore is the next head coach. Can't be hired right now. So here's the crazy part.
Next head coach for who?
Saints.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing, Shaun. Now you can't talk to the coaches, though.
Right. Now it's locked. Right.
now I can't talk to you until the 10th. Well, fucking the pool's already been taken away for the whole 3 weeks of the playoffs. This makes zero sense. This is so asinine and backwards. Like, come on, man. Like, so now I can't hire Kellen Moore, but I can hire Ben Johnson and then go lose to the Commanders round 1 and Aaron Glenn. I lose both coordinators in Detroit.
Hey, JB, it's tampering if you do it during the season, but it's cool once the playoffs hit. Like let's emphasize the regular season and just minimize like the actual part of the season that matters. Like, it's amazing how like something so simple people can make complex. Just push it to after the damn Super Bowl. It's not that hard.
Nah, it's not that hard. Speaking of not that hard, did you see the big rapper that couldn't get into the Uber?
He keep bringing this up.
Yeah, that was funny.
He loved this set. He called this up 30 times.
You know what's crazy? I wanted to see could Big Girl fit.
Right.
Hey,
I want to know.
Hey, Shaun, I'm not the one that said speaking of hard, though. I said it only because Smitty said that her shit is movable. If you say it's shit's movable, homie, you're soft.
All I'm saying is that she can fit into the car, I think, because the stuff that she has, you can move it.
Why?
She's not firm. It's not like she's big and solid where you can't like a rock. You can. She's like a duffel bag. You can fold the ends and bring it in and squeeze it.
Hey, listen. No,
Shaun.
No offense to anybody. She needs to be on Uber XL. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, I'm telling you, I'm a big guy. I have ordered an Uber before, and they showed up in a car that I know I wasn't gonna be comfortable in, and I told them, "Hey, I got to get a bigger car. Go ahead, charge me for the ride, but I'm gonna get a bigger car."
Yeah, we all bigger dudes on this call, JB.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I'm legal counsel for the guy defending the Lyft driver, here's my pitch to the judge, or to him. This is off the chart. You know, me and Smitty are talking in the back. No one's filming us. Hey, dog, why the fuck did you stop? You saw that bitch from a mile away. Why did you stop? You know damn well you put yourself in harm's way by stopping and talking to that fat bitch. But anyways, let me break something down. I got some. Speaking of hard,
man, you can't be calling people daughters the B word, man. You tripping, man.
Thank you, Shaun. Thank you,
Come
bro.
on, JB.
No, he's shaking his head like, no, you got to stop doing that shit.
Me and Smitty are up here with you, man. You won't want us to get harmed. We could be collateral damage, man.
Yeah, it's already happened to me. People associate me with JB. They be like, why do you? The fact you guys talking such that negative and harsh tone, and I didn't got people from work. I'm like, damn, like
calm down. Calm down. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you right now. I'm gonna explain to you why you guys aren't in harm's way. Number one, Trump's back, so you guys are good. Number two,
what the fuck that got to do with it?
So number two, can we be real here? Let's be real. Stop, Smitty. Shaun, y'all got to stop with that. Don't say bitch. That lady on her rap song called every motherfucking person out their goddamn name 40 times. Stop talking about I'm now.
Fuck a few bitches for bitches, my mind different.
She can say it though. Bitch, lose 500 pounds. Shut the fuck up. Tired of listening to that bullshit, hypocritical ass shit, Smitty. Stop with that soft shit. That bitch is fat as fuck and she knows it. She can call every other person a bitch though. She called everybody's mama a daughter a bitch just now, homie. Stop.
Man. Just pray for it, Shaun. Just pray that this platform is gonna stay and continue to grow, man. Shaun, me and you grew up a certain way where as men, Shaun, we didn't call women bitches out loud at least, bare minimum, at least.
So
I'm not talking about rappers.
What did you just say? Shaun, what did you just say? Shaun, did he just say we didn't call bitches out loud?
So JB, here's my point of view, and you grown, and I fuck with you, and it's the same reason why I suggest kindly that Cam, Stephen A, Shannon, these guys stop attacking each other. Like, I be trying to avoid smoke. I'm not trying to create it. Like, and words matter. Like when people get in their feelings and get all emotional, right? So it's really never content, it's presentation. So I don't know the young lady, man. I'm sure the young lady got insecurities. Like, I'm not going to kick a dog while they down or double down on her head and call out her name. She never did nothing to me.
Yeah.
You disrespectful, JB. That's what comes down to.
And my advice to all of the guys in this space that are former athletes, like, man, y'all got to be careful, man, because y'all going to bump into each other.
Yeah.
And everybody don't take, like, that kind of foolishness lightly, man.
And I know JB think he can just beat up everybody in the world, but it's always somebody who can beat your ass.
But it ain't about, but Smitty, it ain't about, to me, like, who wins and who loses. It's the fact that if we are professionals, why we got to get in a room and have that energy anyway?
I agree.
We're talking about sports, giving opinions.
Let me ask you guys.
I'm not at JP on this point. I'm at the other stuff that's going on in the media. We got to tone that down.
Honest question: If your husband or brother or man is the Uber driver in this instance, you're cool though with her going and attacking him and suing him though. Come on, I mean, we gotta be real though.
Not at all, JB, but people sue people every day.
Don't let her call it. Don't call it a B word, but go ahead and disrespect my motherfucking family and sue me because my fat ass won't get in the car. Like, come on, dog. It's an oxymoron.
All I'm gonna say is this, JB.
What are we talking about here, homie?
Like Shaun said, you a grown man. You can do and say what you want, but just understand that when you put out that energy, don't be surprised when the energy is thrown back at you. And if you don't care, cool. But just don't be surprised if people call people who you care about the same type of words. And again, JB, you're an anomaly. You don't care about nothing. You don't care about your family. Nothing. You by yourself. You ass and challenge. But most people care about certain words. So I'm just saying, don't put out certain energy and then get surprised when fans in the chat or other people in the media throw that back at you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we grew up in that, but I grew up in it. Like, I know what I say, and I know what I say and why I say it, and I know what you come with it. You act like my point is, cats can sit here and call Shaun and I bitching to fucking all the words they want on social media. What are we talking about? This is a social media world now. These motherfuckers are cowards. I'm saying it, hoping you see me in person, because as a man, I'll tell you in your face too. That's the difference, and I think most people know. So I just don't. The social media thing is giving. I don't care
if you call a man that personally. I can't speak for Shaun. Me, I'm saying when we're talking about a woman, though, I just that's I don't know. I think we should tone it back a little. That's my opinion.
But that girl right there will call my daughter a bitch in 30 different lyrics. So stop. I don't feel sorry for her.
But earlier you said you ain't getting your daughter no money or nothing when you die. You're gonna lay down face down. But then right now you contradict yourself, JB.
I'm not kind of. I'm just saying she called my daughter a bitch 27 times. So what? Who cares? That's my point. I don't care. Hey, Shaun, real quick, let's dive into it. Now I have her ass beat, but I'm just telling you, sticks and stones may break my bones, but they will never hurt me, homie. Factor cap, Smitty. Shaun, we're gonna end the show with some energy. We're gonna end some show with some high energy. Smitty's gonna be let's go. Smitty's gonna be the most energetic because he's been fucking horrible this whole week. Let's dive into it. Fact or cap, Smitty? Starting with you. Jalen Hurts will outplay Patrick Mahomes. Fact or cap?
Unfortunately, he will not, because at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback. Why you laughing, homie?
You fucked off my energy, homie. Fucked off my energy.
Nah, Patrick Mahomes outplaying Jalen Hurts. You got to show me.
Fact or cap, Shaun? Fact or cap, Shaun? He bet. See, Smitty, he betting that Jalen Hurts is that fucking dark horse. Come out finally and have the Super Bowl repeat at 300 yards and all that.
He got big money on Jalen right now.
Hey,
quiet.
I'm gonna go fact.
Of course you are.
And here's why. Y'all know I am not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan at all. But the last time I saw these two in this game, Jalen outplayed Patrick.
Okay, hold on. Time out. I got to stop you right there, though. What is your definition, though, of this factor cap, both of you guys?
Mine is the Eagles got to win. And I'm obviously
more yards, but lose the game. What if he loses the game again, though?
No. I'm saying it right now. I'm taking the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to win.
I hope you're right.
I'm going Chiefs this time. Fuck it. I'm not betting against them again.
I'm not betting.
All right. Factor cap. KC, Kansas City Chiefs, winning Super Bowl 59 makes them a dynasty. Fact or cap?
Fact. They're a dynasty right now.
Fact.
I don't know, Shaun. I don't think they're a dynasty right now.
They already got 3, homie.
So what they won? 3 or 4? This is about to be.
They got 3 right now already.
So watch this. They're a modern day dynasty. We will never see the Lakers and Celtics, and I don't even think we'll see the Patriots again. But for modern day, 3 out of 4, even if they go 3 out of 5, that's like a dynasty in today's game.
Hey, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with Bailey too. Like, you better win because I believe the AFC West is it went from worst to first as far as best conferences in football.
It's been good though. It hadn't mattered.
Raiders, they're not worried about They're not worried about none of them teams.
But the West has been good. I mean, how many MVPs has Lamar already won? Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Like, the West has been loaded. They didn't just get loaded.
No.
AFC
The AFC.
I mean the AFC.
Oh, AFC. Got you.
No, it's not AFC West though. They've been in the shitty AFC West since Mahomes got in the league.
Why do you think the Raiders about to just be good now? I don't like Pete, but like it's a lot of work that has to happen. Like.
No, I know, but my point is they're going to get better. I think you and I agree. They're not going to be as bad as they've been. The whole Sean Payton just took Denver to the playoffs, Smitty. The Chargers just went to the playoffs, Smitty. Chiefs are in about 3 teams that we all thought the East would be. It was the West this year. 3 of 4 were in the playoffs.
Oh, Knicks, to your point, might have a sophomore slump though. You always say that. So like we don't know if the Broncos are going to be the same. The Raiders are still going to be.
They're going to get better. They got a lot of cap space. A lot of cap space. Sean Payton knows how to get it done. I think they're going to be better. Factor cap, Smitty. Joel Embiid is the next Kawhi Leonard.
Cat? I mean, I really don't cap. I don't even like this one.
The difference is Kawhi won 2 championships.
Thank you.
Embiid will never win a championship.
Yeah.
But he's missed more games already.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's a bad comparison. Say what you want about Kawhi. Kawhi got a real deal knee situation at the end of the day. And Kawhi's still a champion, defensive player of the year. That's the dog right there. Cat.
I think load management though fucked off and allowed Kawhi to get worse, not better. But anyway.
Yeah, real situation going on. Homie.
Matthew Stafford will retire.
Cap, he came out yesterday and said he's coming back. You late as hell. That's why y'all gotta update the rundown, homie. He came out yesterday on the fucking ticker, and it said Matthew Stafford will come back and play for year 17. They're figuring out contract reconstruction if he can stay with the Rams. Y'all gotta read up on the stuff. Don't put no shit on here. Y'all make us look bad when you do stuff like that. He said he's coming back.
My bad. I read it wrong. Hold on. I read it wrong. I Bailey fixed it. I read it wrong.
Our whole show is discredited now.
Hold on. I read it wrong.
Wasted 3 hours.
Hey, you know Bailey been working out, man. You better be careful how you wave your hand.
I'm talking. This ain't no better. This is Bailey, JB. I'm talking. The whole show's ruined.
I read it wrong, homie. It was changed. I had it yesterday, and then it changed. The real factor cap. So start over, baby. Smitty. Factor cap. Matthew Stafford will be a Ram next year.
Fact. He's staying there. Him and McVay, they love each other. The dynamic is working. It makes no sense to leave. Facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fact. Him and the wife got a mattress commercial. Like, she overcame sleeping with the backup to get back in Stafford. So they locked in LA. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Fact or cap?
You forgot about that, huh?
Smitty, fact or cap? The 49ers are cooked.
Cap. They got 1 more year. They got 1 more year. Fact.
They are.
Yeah.
They're done.
Stick a fork in them motherfuckers.
They should not, under any circumstances, have paid both Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. And now that they finally got to pay Purdy, they cannot make any necessary upgrades on the team to get better in other areas. They missed their window.
Shanahan, bad boy. Understand this. Every time the Niners miss the playoffs, the next year they go to the NFC Championship. That's all I'm going to say.
And watch this. For as smart as John Lynch was as a teammate, graduating from Stanford,
you better not say this.
He made one ultimate decision that may go down as the dumbest decision in the history of the San Francisco 49ers organization. They traded up to select Trey Lance, which made no sense.
Made a mistake.
San Francisco was a team that was picked to win the Super Bowl by all the pundits that year, and you're going to trade up and draft a raw quarterback from North Dakota State that has not played a lot of football.
How
is that ever going to work?
He made a
Didn't
mistake.
even play because of COVID. Didn't even play because of COVID year.
How is that ever going to work?
He made a mistake. They're getting a lot of pressure about moving on from Jimmy G. People like JB was blaming Jimmy G for them losing Super Bowl, saying they got to get the quarterback right, and he had a lot of pressure. He made one mistake. But Lynch did a hell of a job putting that squad together, bro.
Smitty,
Debo, IU, Kittle, them are all drafted guys.
Smitty, listen. What's the favorite milk you get? Like, what milk you like?
Well, I'm an almond milk guy now.
Okay, but you used to drink whole milk, right?
2%.
2%. It got an expiration date on it.
They do.
Right? So when you build a great roster, you got an expiration date for when all that roster's in their prime.
Yep.
That roster was in their prime when he made that mistake. So now that mistake is magnified.
But what you could do, Shaun, you could put that 2% in the freezer. It might be a little watered down, but it will preserve it and stretch it out a little longer than what the date says.
I've done that before, but when the milk crystallizes, the water gets into it. When it melts, it don't taste the same.
But the same ingredients is still in that thing. If you drink it, you still get the same nutritional value.
Hey, youngster, you ain't never had cow milk, man. Get out of the discussion.
Shaun, we just found out Smitty's fucking problems. Motherfucker drinks almond milk.
Shaun does too now. Shaun do too now. Best believe it.
Hey, we put almond milk. Almond milk in
I drink vitamin D, homie, whole milk, the real man's milk. The real man's milk.
When I eat cereal, I eat vitamin D whole milk.
I don't eat cereal.
With the red
Cereal's
label.
horrible for you. Makes sense why
Red
y'all
label, red box, homie, red box.
Cereal's horrible for you. And milk, real milk is bad for you too. Best believe that.
You pray you can move and look like this when you get 47, boy.
I actually pray I don't.
Yeah.
I pray opposite.
Shaun,
the pills gonna catch up with you by then.
Shaun, fact or cap? Just Shaun. Smitty, don't say nothing. This is just Shaun.
I don't want to talk.
Fact or cap? You were the quarterback in Tampa when Keyshawn only had one touchdown.
Cap. Cap. Brrr, cap. Cap.
Hey, y'all. First of all, shout out to Keyshawn. I don't know what y'all got going on. I might go speak Keyshawn here in 5 minutes. This is my guy.
Hey, you tell Keyshawn that was his karma. That was his motherfucking karma. Because you know what happened, JB? Keyshawn came from New York. At the time, I threw him 8 touchdown passes the year I started at quarterback. He was upset that he wasn't getting more catches. So they brought Brad Johnson in, benched me. He had 100 catches for 1 touchdown with Brad as the starter.
I'm gonna cut this clip and I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him at work today. Today, I'm gonna show him. And I bet he gonna have a different answer than what you're saying right now.
But all you do is look up the stats.
Hey, Betty,
that's
cut me this immediately, please. Like just horizontal. You gotta edit it on this credit for me. It's testing me. Like I'm gonna show Keyshawn.
When I was a starting quarterback with Keyshawn, I threw him 8 touchdown passes. I think he caught like 56 balls. But listen, this is what Key didn't understand. We were a run-first team. All our money was on defense. We didn't spend no money on offense. He was the only one.
Hey, Smitty,
they benched me. They fired Les Steckel. They promoted Clyde Christensen to OC, brought in Brad Johnson. Key had 100 and some catches for 1 touchdown.
How many yards though? You get 1,000?
I think 800 and something off the top of my head. Yeah.
Hey, Smitty, don't you say that numbers don't lie?
And little known fact, Key don't like, or he didn't. I don't know if he do now. Key didn't like black quarterbacks back then. He was one of those stereotype guys. Y'all too short, can't see over the line of scrimmage. God damn it. By the way, Keyshawn, you need me on that show, man. Let me get up there with you and Paul, man. Get some real up there in front of America.
Shout out to Keyshawn, man. Shout out to Keyshawn. Flying out with my guy, man, on Wednesday. Go for Super Bowl. That's my dog. My Shaun.
Yeah, you got a whole trip to talk to him.
But both y'all my dogs. You know what I mean?
That's my dude. I ain't got no problem with Key.
Both
But
y'all
Key,
my
no.
dogs.
I think that's tied for the most he's ever caught in his career. I think when he went to Dallas, he had Vinny Testaverde after that, and I think Testaverde threw him 8, but he never caught more than 8, I don't think. So tell him he should have my jersey or my picture in his man cave game room at his house.
So Shaun, are you saying you was his greatest quarterback of his career?
Nah, I ain't saying that.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, they neutered my career in the NFL. I would have had a chance to be if I came in the league now.
You
But
know
back
what?
then-
You would have came in the league at 26. You would have been.
Nah, hell no.
You would have been mature. You would have been different.
Hey, I was a real one, Smitty. I was a real one. I came right out of high school and got it. I was a 4-year starter in college, dog. I came and got it right out the mud.
I love that highlight on the video when Shaun threw that touchdown and he just looked up to the sky and just
You know what I was saying? You know what I was saying? I was saying, God, thank you for letting me witness that throw. Like, you know how hard it is to place a deep ball, a fade route more perfectly than that, JB? I mean, sometimes you just got to thank God for letting you witness, like, some of the wonders of this world, man.
JB ain't never threw a ball like that in his career.
You might have. You ain't got, see, listen. You don't got to big up me and turn down JB. It don't have to be 1-1.
It don't have to be, but that's the energy that JB put out here.
Let me say this to all of America. I might have been the only one on this perch.
You did what?
I told y'all Bronnie James is going to develop into a legit NBA player. And Shaun getting better, too. Sit back and watch.
He DEI.
Only person can stop Bronnie moving forward is JJ Redick.
No, it's LeBron.
I don't like going at Bronny because to me, he a young kid. It's not his fault. The situation that he's in.
Getting better.
But I'm gonna say this, Shaun. I know you saw the 31 points in the G League, but when he got brought up to the NBA, he did not look good. And even JJ Redick said it on the praise. He did not play like. So I just want to make sure it's clear.
So look, okay. So what's the little dude in Portland named Scoop? What's Scoop last name?
Scoop.
He was like the second or third pick 2 years. What's Scoop last name?
Henderson.
Scoot
Henderson.
Yeah.
Hey, Scoot Henderson, rookie year in Portland, he was awful. Turned the ball over, can't make a shot. That's what most young guys are. Let him play. Now look at Scoot now. Scoot give you 25 on any night.
I'm gonna be real with you. Respectfully, do not compare Scoot to Bronny, please.
Same kind of athlete.
All right, JB, put the last thing in so we can move on. I might get pissed off.
Just because you turn to the side don't mean you right. Hey,
Ronnie, basketball, Shaun. You're a football guy. Stay with football.
Hey, listen, man.
Bronny's horrible. Bronny's horrible. He's the worst player I've ever been drafted.
Bookmark this, Bailey. Again, just like I said, Bronny's going to develop into a average or above average NBA player. Average players is floor.
He got his shit smacked to the fucking third row after playing in a G League game.
Hey, JB always we'll be aligned, we'll agree, and then he'll say something that's like a little too much. He said Bronny's the worst player I've ever seen drafted ever in the game. I'm like, damn, that's a little stretch now. I don't know.
Let's end with this. You guys both. It's quiet time.
Clips that people post out there. What do you want people to know?
If you just hate me or you want to hate me, paint me in a bad picture. They do that to our president. They do that to everybody. So I'm not gonna be safe from it. But it does get aggravated whenever you put in work and you're working on your craft and people just steadily destroying you. I just care about what the scouts think. I care about what Coach Prime thinks, what my family think. And I got a good circle around me, so I really don't let that stuff affect me. It's just really stupid how people always just try to destroy you, and I don't do nothing bad to nobody.
He's horrible. He'll never play down NFL. He's 26 years old.
So before JB just completely go off the fucking rails for no reason, the kid's not.
Smitty, you enjoy your work day. Make sure you get that message to Keyshawn.
Yeah, tell Key you need to have me on the
send
show.
me the video. I'm gonna show it to him. I'm dead ass serious. Send me the video.
Yeah, hey, can I say something about Shiloh and Shador right quick, please? Because I was watching Cam and Shador because I guess for some reason Cam Ward went to Shador's quarterback coach to prepare for the draft. And Shador was talking about how Cam has never really been attacked by the media. Here's what I don't understand. What do Shiloh and Shador think? What do they think was going to happen? I mean, you got KFC commercials, you got national commercials, right? I know Deion has told them to whom much is given, much is required. Like, I just want to give a PSA to all these young players and kids out there. Who gives a fuck what other people say about you? Man, just focus on being the best you. Stop letting that stuff influence and affect. Like, you can tell it hurts Shiloh. Like, Shiloh, stop reading it.
Smitty get hurt.
Easier said than done. You guys grew up in the news. You guys grew up in the newspaper era. It's easy to not read the newspaper.
Not when you know what's out there. Not when you know what's out there, Smitty. If you know it's gonna be negative, then why engage in it?
I'm just saying. I hear you now as a mature, grown man, but I'm saying you at 21 with Twitter. I don't think you're saying this.
Shiloh, my age, man.
Hey, I'm out, man. Listen, y'all have a great show, Shaun. Appreciate you. I'm gonna show Keyshawn that clip, and I'm gonna see what he say back. I'm gonna report back. You know, Keyshawn crazy as hell. Ain't no
and watch this, because I know what he's gonna try and do. Don't let him LA me.
Okay.
Because see, I know Keyshawn very well, and what he's gonna do initially, he's got like those flicked fingers that kind of long, and he's gonna kind of put his hands up. Oh man, King.
Hey, he do stuff like this.
King. Yeah, you know. And he's gonna say, yeah, tell King to get on the treadmill. So he's gonna try and laugh it off. Don't allow him to do that.
Tell King on the treadmill.
Yeah, I know he's gonna try and giggle it off. No, tell him I'm ready for prime time again. I need to be on the national stage. He's got a national platform. Tell him, bring me on there, let me do my thing.
All right. I'm gonna do all this. Send me all this shit, baby.
Tell him that's his payback for catching, I think, the most touchdown catches in his career. With me as quarterback.
I think he had 10 in New York.
If it's not 1, it's 2. I thought maybe he had 1 year we had more than 8.
JB, let him live, JB.
No, I said it with context when I said it.
I remember like his first couple years at New York, he had like 10.
Hey, Bailey, look it up. Look it up, Bailey.
He did. I think he already did. Yeah. Hey, Smitty, can you get
Keyshawn had a 1998. He had 10 touchdowns. He also had 8 in 1996 and 8, obviously, with you in the year 2000 as well.
Okay. So tell him for second most touchdown catches in his career. With me as a first-year starting quarterback. Tell him if he'd have got out the way, I'd have threw him 12 the next year.
Hey, Smitty, can you get me on the show?
Nah.
You got to go through Paul.
I got a way better chance of getting Shaun on there than you.
Well, make it happen then, goddammit.
I mean, I'm not the decision maker. I'm just saying, I'm just being real with you. Shaun got a way better chance. Shaun not controversial. Number 1. That's the biggest number off the bat. That's the biggest thing. JB, you just said some wild shit, homie. Some wild.
JB not controversial either. That motherfucker is a walking suicide bomb.
Yeah, this motherfucker controversial ain't even the wild. I'm just trying to be soft in it. You dangerous, homie. I'm not putting you on no damn clock.
And like, I love him for it, but he don't got no cutoff.
Yeah,
like,
you don't. So
hey, Shaun, you should fly out here tonight. Shaun, go on the boat.
Hey, I'm about to go for real. Y'all can finish the show off. I got a meeting. I love y'all. Shaun, if you need something, hit me up. JB, send me my money. It's the rent to do them wrong. Send me my money right now. And then Bailey, hey, send me them clips for Shaun Kim. Show Keyshawn today. Appreciate y'all.
Bailey. Hey, Bailey, don't do Smitty like you did me with James the other day. I'm still waiting on them clips, goddammit.
I want to go on. Shaun, see you Monday.
Yeah.
Breakdown. We got some film. We're gonna show some film. We're gonna show the Super Bowl 57 film and the last weekend NFC and AFC title games, and we'll show it.
If you find like the all 22 from that Super Bowl game, send it to me.
Well, I have it on DV Sports.
Oh, let me see. I might try to come out there. Let me see. I hit you offline. All right. Have a good weekend,
guys. We'll see you guys. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you Monday on the Realest Show on Planet ERF, and make sure you know LA Slap Nation show is going to begin. I thought you left, homie. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.